get the show underway. First, we're going to introduce our friends from Sioux Falls, the Sunfish. And we'd like you to line up on the third base line. Leading off for the Sunfish will be their second baseman, number 24, the beer batter, JT Mix. Number 19, the left fielder, Mitch Stroll. The shortstop, number 37, Norris McClure. Playing catcher tonight, number 35, Will Olson. In center field, number 1, Kenneth Dutcup. In right field, it'll be number 7, Zeph Hoffpower. At first base, number 32, Jesus Licombe. Number 27, the third baseman, Dane Frazier. The designated hitter, number 4, Adonis Forte. And their starting pitcher tonight, it'll be number 21, Andrew Garcia. Well, these young men have had quite a season. A number of them made it to the All-Star team. They're one game out of the playoffs right now. Every game matters throughout the rest of the next 2 weeks. And I'm proud to introduce them. Here we go, the starting lineup for your Sasquatch. It'll be number 17, leading off, the third baseman, Johnny McHenry. At shortstop, number 2, Theo Hardy. From down under, number 23, Will Riley, playing second base tonight. Here's our center fielder, number 28, Ben Parker. Playing right field, number 21, Charles McAdoo. At left field, number 4, Seth Surratt. He plays first base, number 34, Matt Presley. Behind home plate tonight, it will be number 20, Chandler Ibach. And the designated hitter, number 24, he's from Rapid City, Ryan Bachman. And on the mound, starting pitcher tonight, it'll be number 10, Hayden Silty. There's your starting lineup for your Swatch. Now, fans, we'll ask you to please rise and remove cover. It's time for the #1 song in America every year. We'll honor our country with the singing of the national anthem. Taylor, do you want to introduce our singers?
I'm here with some individuals from O'Shea Studios.
Aiden O'Shea,
Keely Johnson,
Lily Dowdy, Emerson Williams.
Well done, everybody. Thank you so much for bringing that to us tonight. Now it's time for some famous words. Taylor.
Asher Jones, our
Just 10 games remaining in the 2021 regular season for the Expedition Summer League, in the Spearfish Sasquatch sit just one game back out of the second half playoff race. Good evening, my name is Cameron Parker, voice of the Sasquatch, and we are just about ready for first pitch here, game 2 of this 2-game series between your Spearfish Sasquatch and the Sioux Falls Sunfish in the Battle of the Fish. Spearfish with a come-from-behind victory last night, trailed 11-5 after the Sunfish offense exploded for 4 home runs, including 2 from Will Olsen, who capped it off with a grand slam in the 4th inning. But Sioux Falls wouldn't score a single run after that. Spearfish, however, they would score 7 unanswered, including a 4-run 7th inning with 2 clutch singles, a 2-run single from Matt Crossley and a 2-run single from Ryan Bachman, put the Sasquatch in front for good as they picked up their 4th straight victory, while the Sunfish dropped their 5th straight. The Sasquatch now at 37-17 overall this summer. That's just a half a game back for the best record in the league from the Saber Dogs. 16-8 in this second half, just 1 game behind the Fremont Moo, able to hold off the Sodbusters last night. On the mound for the Sasquatch, Hayden Silty getting the start. First pitch on the way to JT Mix, and this is in the center field and into the glove of Ben Parker for out number 1. So Hayden Silty getting his 2nd start of this season for the Sasquatch. He's pitched 22 1/3 so far this year, a 7.48 ERA. Pitched back on the 27th, 2 days ago, against the Pierre Trappers in game 2 of that series. One inning, gave up 0 hits, 0 walks, 0 runs. As his first pitch to Mitch Stroh in the dirt for ball 1. Silty a 2-3 record this season, making his 12th appearance overall for the Sasquatch. Freshman from Gillette, Wyoming, just across the border here from Spearfish, and plays at North Dakota State University. 1-1 now to Mitch Stroh. Stroh went 3 for 4 last night, including that 3-run homer in the 2nd. He takes ball 2 up top. Sioux Falls with 15 hits last night, 11 runs, but wasn't enough. They had 4 errors defensively, which really hurt. As Stroh cranks 1 to deep left field with this ball out of play, foul. One thing to watch here with this wind whipping out of the ballpark, it's left to right, but still helping. 15 miles per hour right now. They had 4 yesterday. Hayden Silty, as a pitcher, has given up 5 homers this year, as Stroh reaches for 1 and sends it foul. Silty has pitched against the Sunfish this year. Went 3 2/3, give up a leadoff homer in that game, but quieted down, only gave up, that was the only earned run he gave up. And he gets Stroh looking on strikes. It's one thing to watch with Silty. High strikeout percentage. Overall this season averages 9.6 Ks per 9 inning. 24 strikeouts to just 5 walks on the year. Hasn't walked a batter in his last 3 appearances. Big swing from Norris McClure, the shortstop here tonight for the Sunfish. McClure 1 for 5 in the 3-hole spot. A single and a run in that 4th inning, 1 strikeout. 0-1 on the ground to the right side, and that gets through. A 2-out single, and the Sunfish get on the bases. And now that brings up Will Olsen. So Wilson awaiting the first pitch, batting .359 this season. Now up to 8 home runs on the team. First pitch, big swing for strike one. Three for 5 last night, 5 RBIs, 2 runs. And those 2 homers, including that grand slam in the fourth. Runner on first here, 2 outs. Olsen in the left field. This ball will drop in no man's land. McClure going for third. The throw not going to be in time. And now the runner going to second. No throw from Ibach. And now runners on second and third for Sioux Falls.
Still 2 outs. Here comes Kenneth Dutka.
So Olsen able to advance the second off the throw. He picks up where he left off yesterday. And now Kenneth Dutka at the plate. Dutka playing in center field for the Sunfish here tonight, making his first appearance this series. Big swing off the curve in the dirt for strike one. So after retiring the first 2 batters, back-to-back singles from the Sunfish, they have 2 runners in scoring position here early on. Ducka 0-1 to third base. McHenry has it. Long throw the first in time. Johnny Rocket ending the Sunfish's threat here in the first as we turn to the bottom half of this inning. Spearfish coming up to bat, trailing by 1 game to the Fremont Moo. Back here in Spearfish, Andrew Garcia on the mound. First pitch in for strike one. Garcia making his 10th start of the year. He's got a 7-1 record on the bump, a 2.20 ERA. He's thrown 53 pitches as McHenry flares one out to left field. And coming up and making the play for out number 1 will be Mitch Stroh. So 1 down quickly. Garcia making his 2nd start against the Sasquatch, and the last time around, well, it didn't go too well for Spearfish. Garcia went 7 innings, gave up just 1 run in that game. 4 hits, 5 strikeouts to 4 walks. And that first run came in actually the 7th inning. Last inning he pitched, Nicky Winterstein had an RBI triple. 1 down, Theo Hardy at the plate. First pitch blown away for ball 1 in the dirt. Your lineup for the Sasquatch here tonight. You got Johnny McHenry leading off, Theo Hardy at the plate in this 2-hole. Will Riley batting 3rd. Ben Parker in cleanup. Charles McAdoo the 5-hole. Seth Surratt batting 6th. Matt Crossley batting 7th, and then Chandler Eibach, Ryan Bachman in the 8 and 9-hole spots. 2-1 now, the Hardy. And Hardy on the ground, the second base. JT Mix over to Jesus Lacone, and 2 down here early on. So we'll see how the Sasquatch do against Garcia the second time around. Hasn't lost a game since his first appearance. Really got the start against the Fremont Moo. Went 2 innings. Gave up 4 runs. Sioux Falls lose that game 14-3. But has won his last 7 decisions. Sioux Falls also 9-1 when he starts. Not too shabby, looking to make it 10. As Will Riley, 2-0. On the ground, the shortstop, Norris McClure, fields it over the first, and a 1-2-3 inning for Andrew Garcia. Second inning coming up. It's tied here in the Fish. Well, rather quiet first inning here in Spearfish at Black Hills Energy Stadium. First time this week. Sasquatch have not scored in the first inning. Every game this week, including back to that Sunday's game against the Fremont Moo, they've scored in the first inning. Outscoring their opponents 9-0 since Sunday in the opening frame. But 1-2-3 against Andrew Garcia. Meanwhile, the Sunfish, pair of 2-out singles against Hayden Silty, but they were left stranded. Seth Hoffpower ahead 2-1 in this count. Hoffpower in right field today, played first yesterday. Was 1 for 4, a walk, a double, and a run. Jesus Lacone on deck. Check swing, ball 3. Lacone did not play in yesterday's game, but had a good series back in Sioux Falls the last time these two teams met. 3-1 fouled off, full count now. So while yesterday's game felt like 4 hours, today's game might be a little bit quicker. We got Andrew Garcia on the mound, as ball 4 will hit Seth Hoffpower. So that'll be a hit batter on a full count.
First baseman, Jesus Licon.
So leadoff man gets on base. And now Jesus Licon coming to the plate. That's the 9th time Hoffpower has been hit by a pitch this year. As Jesus Licon at the plate, batting .348 this season. Leads the team with 40 hits. Tied for most triples as well with 2. First pitch in for strike 1. They come with 5 for 8 in that series back at the end of June. Went 3 for 5 in the last game with 3 straight singles to open up the game, and a double and a triple. So we'll see what he can do here in Spearfish. Right on first, no outs. Licon pops up the 1-1 pitch foul, so 1-2 now. Will Riley at second base for the Sasquatch. You got Chandler Eibach catching. Matt Crossley at first. McHenry at third with Theo Hardy at shortstop. 1-2 in the dirt, and that will allow Hoffpower to advance to second. And then in the outfield, Seth Surratt in left field. Ben Parker in center. And Charles McAdoo in right. So Chandler Eibach, that's the mound talking with Hayden Silty. Eibach hasn't played too much since the All-Star break. In fact, last time he played was on Saturday against the Fremont Moose, so only 1 appearance since the Sasquatch returned from their All-Star break. 3 catchers on this team. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second, no outs for Jesus Licon. Looking back over at second. Now fires away, and it'll be ball 3. So back-to-back full counts to open up this second inning. Spearfish scored first in yesterday's game. 4 runs in the first, but Sioux Falls had a 7-run second inning off of 6 hits, including 3 homers. 3-2 pitch. Licon just underneath that one, but able to foul it off, so we'll stay here full. Again, Celtics only walked 5 batters this year. Averages just 2 walks per 9 innings. The lowest percentages on this Sasquatch team. But hit his first batter of the year previous at bat. 3-2 pitch. Licon again. Ground ball to third, and that ends up in the Sunfish dugout foul. So Licon hanging in tough here against Silty. Count still 3-2, no outs. Hoffpower on second. And Licon cranks one to left field. Surratt going back to the warning track, able to make the play for out number 1. Runner will tag. The throw not in time. Great play by Seth Surratt in left field. Able to retire Licon. So Dane Frazier now at the plate. Frazier playing at third base tonight for Sioux Falls. 0 for 2 last night. Did have 3 walks, including one against Zachary Creek in the 9th. Had a walk in the second inning, able to score off of Mitch Stroh's 3-run homer. Hot power on third base now after the tag. Sioux Falls trying to jump out in front today's game. First pitch strike in the Dane Frazier. Frazier batting .292 this season for Sioux Falls from Missoula, Montana. A couple of Montana kids, or a Montana kid facing off against a Wyoming kid as Silty. Curveball's fouled off 0-2. Silty from Gillette, Wyoming. Frazier, one of a handful of players from Yakima Valley JUCO in this Expedition League. Frazier batted .448 there during the 2019-2020 season. He takes ball one up top. Silty, 1 strikeout so far tonight. 1 ground ball, a pair of flyouts. Looking for out number 2. 1-2 pitch, Frazier in the right field. That ball gets through an RBI single for Sioux Falls, and they jump out in the second inning to take the lead. So now the 9-hole hitter comes to the plate, and not your average 9-hole hitter. He's the all-star Adonis Forte the second. Batting .309 this season. First pitch in the center field. Ben Parker gonna feel the ball, gets down for a hit, and that's back-to-back singles for Sioux Falls. Forte picking up hit number 31. And now the top of the order returning to the plate for Sioux Falls. JT Mix fly out the center field off the first pitch in this game. Forte on first. Frazier on second. Sioux Falls, a very aggressive base running team. Let's see if they go for the double steal here. Mix fouls off the first pitch. Sioux Falls 2 for 2 in stealing last night.
Has sponsored free autographed baseball cards. Just bring your balls over to the concession stand. We'll trade foul balls for autographed baseball cards.
And both of those base steals belong to Tanner Wilson. Ball in the dirt, and this allows them to advance over a base. Don't need the steal, thanks to the wild pitch from Silty. So this long inning gets a little bit longer. 1-1 count. Frazier at third now, Forte at second for JT Mix. Junior from Farmers Branch, Texas. He takes strike 2 off the breaking ball and plays at Augustana University. Batted .296 this past season for the Vikings. Augustana shares the same ballpark with the Sunfish. One-two, one out. 2 in scoring position. Mix fouls off the off speeder, so we'll stay here at 1-2. Mitch Stroh on deck. Norris McClure in the hole. 4 hits for Sioux Falls here tonight, including back-to-back hits in the second inning. One-two pitch from Silty. Check swing. Okay, good take from JT Mix, so 2-2. The one and only start for Silty this year came against the Tommyknockers in that 7-game series between the Sasquatch in Mining City. Had one of his best outings of the year. As Mix takes ball 3. Good job by Eibach to keep that from getting behind them. So full count again, third time in this second inning. Silty has reached a full count. First base is open. 3-2 pitch on the ground, the third, and that is fouled off. So we'll stay at full. Silty pitching that 15-10 victory over the Tommyknockers back on July 12th. That was his only start of the year. Went 4 1/3, just 3 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, only 1 run across the board. 3-2 again. Mix on the ground, the second base. Hardy gonna throw the first. Runner will score 2-0. 2 outs here in the second. So Adonis Forte safe at third base. RBI ground out for JT Mix. And now Mitch Stroh at the plate with 2 outs, but a runner still on third. Okay, first pitch in the Stroh, a good one for strike 1. So in the 5 games played between the Sasquatch and the Sunfish, Sioux Falls has scored first in 3 of them, but a 1-3 record. Ground ball to third. That ball is foul. Scored first in that game. Andrew Garcia was on the mound. Put up 8 runs in the 3rd inning. That was more than enough for them to win that game. They ended up with a 10-5 victory over Spearfish. And then in the first game, scored 2 runs early in the second, but ended up losing 5-4 after the Sasquatch scored 2 runs in the 9th. 1-2 now the Stroh. One of the best games of the year for the Sasquatch. Ben Parker pinch hit in the 9th inning and drove in the go-ahead run. Stroh staying alive here, 1-2. Able to foul that ball off. Forte still on third. 2 outs here. Sioux Falls with 2 runs early on. 1-2 pitch. Stroh pops one up high in the air. This will be out of play. So we'll stay at 1-2. Back-to-back foul balls here for Mitch Stroh. A junior at Augustana University this past year. Batted .211. The pair of home runs. 17 games, 9 starts. 1-2 pitch. Stroh stays away. Ibach can't find it, but ball right next to home plate. So Forte holds up at third. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on third.
They need at least 3 top guys for that. Come on, Trey Turner. Trey Turner's so good. And Scherzer, you got at least 4 top prospects for that. Come on.
2-2 on the way. Stroh check swing ball 3. Gets away from Ibach, but not far enough for Forte to try and come home. So count full again, 4th time in this second inning. We have reached a full count. Sioux Falls showing a lot of patience here at the plate. Staying away from Silty's curveball. Three-two pitch. Stroh on the ground to shortstop. Hardy. Long throw to first base. Is it in time? No. Mitch Stroh able to beat it out. An RBI single, and Sioux Falls adds run number 3 to the board. Phenomenal throw from Theo Hardy at shortstop. Just wasn't in time. Mitch Stroh able to beat out the throw. That's the 3rd hit in this second inning. So now Norris McClure, who singled off of Silty in the first inning with 2 outs. First pitch deep to right center. This ball off the wall. Here comes Stroh around from third. The throw not in time, an RBI single off the wall, and Sioux Falls run number 4. Norris McClure, I believe, thought that ball was out of here for the first home run. Able to score. Mitch Stroh from first base. Good job for Stroh for turning on the Jets, not thinking it was a home run. So 4 hits here in the second, all 4 just singles. And strike 1 into Will Olson. We'll see what Olson can do here. 1 for 1, excuse me, off of Silty. Went 0 for 2 against him back on July 1st. First pitch on the ground, the third. McHenry diving for it. The throw to first base. Long, Crossley laying out, not in time. His foot might have come off the bag. Crossley can't believe it. He's pointing to the home plate umpire, asking for him to give a call, but Nod says he's safe. So another single, that's 3 straight hits. And runners on first and second. Now Kenneth Dutka, the 9th hitter, coming to the plate here in this second inning.
I didn't know he was.
5 hits in this second inning, 4 runs. And now Kenneth Dutka, first pitch fouled off. It's a second ground ball to the left side that the Sasquatch defenders have made a phenomenal play with the Sunfish defenders able to beat out the throw. McHenry and Hardy, a pair of diving plays. Now 1-1 to Kenneth Dutka. So Sioux Falls put up 7 runs in the second inning yesterday, 4 runs in the 4th. They like to score in burst here, doing it again in the second, off to a 4-0 start. Dutka in the center field. Parker late jump, but comes up and makes the play for out number 3. But 5 hits in this second inning, and Sioux Falls in front 4-0. Ben Parker takes ball one from Andrew Garcia as the Sasquatch find themselves in a 4-0 hole here in the bottom of the second. Parker batting cleanup here for the Sasquatch tonight. First pitch on the ground to third base. Frazier has it over the first. Ball gets behind the first baseman, LaCone. Parker the second. The throw not in time. So Parker gets on base. That's the first base runner against Andrew Garcia here tonight.
This young man's going to keep it going. The right fielder. Here's Charles McAdoo.
It's the first error of the game for the Sioux Falls Sunfish. They had 4 last night and already won early on. So now Charles McAdoo at the plate. McAdoo 0 for 4 last night. Did get on base twice. 3 times. 2 walks. Reached on an E4 in that 7th inning. First pitch popped up high into the air, out of play towards right field. Sioux Falls had a pair of costly, well, they had 4 errors, all 4 costly, but especially the one in the 7th. Allowed McAdoo to reach. Bases were loaded up for Matt Crossley. Able to single as McAdoo sends one to deep right field, but just in front of it, turns over foul. Spearfish scored 4 runs in the first inning, then had 4 runs in the 7th, so 4-0 is not a large deficit for them. McAdoo takes ball 1. But against Andrew Garcia, it might be too much. Just a 2.20 ERA this season. Pitcher from California, plays at the University of Antelope Valley. 1-2. And ball 2 down low. Last time Garcia gave up more than 1 run in a game. Came back on June 24th against the Pier Trappers. Last 5 starts, the last 5 appearances rather, only 1 run or less. 2-2 pitch, ball in the dirt over the head of Olson. Parker the third. Now an E5, a wild pitch, allowing Ben Parker to get 90 feet away from home, and still no outs on the board. It's a full count. Garcia with 33 walks this year, the 54 strikeouts. Three and two now to McAdoo. And just able to foul that one off to stay alive. But there's one thing you can knock against Garcia, and there's not a lot. It's just that he does walk a few batters per game. Last 3 starts, he has walked 11 batters, 4 against the Saber Dogs, 4 against the Moo. Walked 4 Sasquatch batters last time he faced them back on July 1st. 3-2 pitch to McAdoo. And he fouls that one off to stay alive. That one may have been ball 4. But we'll stay here at 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three and 2 again from Garcia. McAdoo, high ball into right field. Let's see if this drops in fair ball territory. Does not. Another foul ball out of play. So we'll stay here at 3 and 2. Good at bat for Charles McAdoo.
Yep, that's what we were just talking about.
So still 3 and 2. McAdoo hanging in. Payoff pitch again. Another foul ball. What an at bat here. Andrew Garcia giving him everything he's got. McAdoo fighting right back. First at bat here tonight for the freshman from San Jose State University. 354 batting average. 3-2 pitch inside for ball 4. Now runners on the corners. So Charles McAdoo showing his patience, able to pull off a base on balls, and now Seth Surratt to the plate. Still no hits for the Sasquatch through 1 inning. But 2 base runners now in E5 and a base on balls here in this second. Now Seth Surratt, the lefty, at the plate. 0 for 5 yesterday. 2 runs, a walk, and reached on an E4 in that first inning. That E4 allowed 2 runs to score. Dylan Cricket Danielson with the error in that one. Allowed Will Riley and Ben Parker to put the first 2 runs on the board, and then Matt Crossley and Hayden Driggs followed up with back-to-back RBI singles. And quickly 2-0 to Surratt. Went 4 for 8 against the Trappers on Monday and Tuesday. Duo pitch. Now 3-0 from Garcia. If Surratt can get on base here to load him up, Matt Crossley would be on deck. He went 4 for 5 last night. 4 straight pitches out of the zone and back-to-back walks, and now the bases are juiced.
Bases are loaded, no outs. Here comes Matt Crossley.
No outs. Sasquatch trailing by 4 runs, tying run at the plate now. McAdoo on the ground, the first base, and that is foul. Crossley 4 for 5 last tonight. 1 double, 3 singles with 3 RBIs and 3 runs. One of the best performances this season for the power hitter from Texas. A 1 pitch, and Crossley takes ball 1. Breaking ball down low. Crossley didn't face Andrew Garcia in that Game 3 back on July 1st. Was back in Texas rehabbing his back on that road trip for the Sasquatch. 1-1. Crossley big swing, 1-2 now. So Parker on third, McAdoo on second, Surratt on first. Still no hits against Garcia. 1-2 pitch, Crossley. A slow dribbler towards third base that just turns foul. Would have stayed fair if it stayed on the infield grass, but once it hit that dirt, ricocheted foul. So 1-2. Still no outs here in the second inning. Garcia didn't give up a run to the 7th inning last time facing the Sasquatch. In fact, only gave up 2 hits that entire game entering the 7th. More walks than hits. Trying to escape out of this bases loaded jam in the second. 1-2 the Crossley. That's ball 2, slider alone away. Batting .284 this season. His highest batting average of the summer. 2-2 pitch. Crossley goes down, swinging a big strikeout for Andrew Garcia to get the first out in this second inning. Spearfish left the bases loaded 3 times last night.
One out, bases loaded. Here comes Chandler.
Trying to avoid doing it again here in this second game against Sioux Falls. 1 game back in the playoff standings. Gonna need every win they can get, rather than hoping the Fremont Moo will continue to drop games. First pitch up high and away to Chandler Ibach. And speaking of the Moo, they are trailing 2-0 to the Sodbusters, top of the third. One and 0. Ibach, big swing for strike one. So 1-1. Ibach has only played 1 time since the All-Star break. Came against the Fremont Moo on Saturday. Went 0 for 3 in that game with a walk and a run. One pitch. Going away for ball 2. Ibach batting .259 this year. Played in 26 games for the Sasquatch. A great defensive catcher. 1 of 3 on the Sasquatch roster. 2-1 pitch inside, just misses the inside corner for ball 3. Ibach with 10 walks this year. Garcia trying to avoid walking in a run. 3-1 pitch. Ibach takes ball 4. Good at bat for the Fargo native, and the Sasquatch on the board. Ben Parker able to score after reaching on an E5.
We got 3 base runners to bring in. This guy's going to do it. Ryan Bachman.
So now Ryan Bachman, the 9-hole hitter, coming to the plate. Spearfish 3 walks in this second inning. Still have no hits against Garcia. Bachman coming off a great night last night, 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs, including the go-ahead single in the 7th, able to bring home Matt Crossley and Seth Surratt. Surratt standing on second base. Bachman batting .295 this season. He takes strike 1 off the breaking ball from Garcia. Last start against the Sabre Dogs, Garcia gave up just 2 hits, but walked 4 batters. He's 1 walk away from tying that mark. Season high is 6 walks as Bachman takes ball 1, 1-1. So an E5 to open up this second inning allowed Parker to take second. Took third off a wild pitch, then back-to-back walks from Charles McAdoo and Seth Surratt, and then Chandler Ibach. Base on balls, RBI. Bachman takes strike 2, 1-2. One out here, Johnny McHenry on deck. Bachman led off with the Sasquatch in that game against Garcia. Went 0 for 1 against him with a pair of walks. Leads this team with 39. 1-2 pitch. Bachman able to just foul that one off to stay alive, and we'll stay here at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Garcia sets. Bachman sends one high into center field. McAdoo should be able to tag. Ducka makes the grab. McAdoo will tag, so will Surratt. And Spearfish adds run number 2 to the board. So Ryan Bachman picks up his 6th sacrifice fly of the year. RBI number 34.
Top of the batting order. Here's Johnny McHenry.
And now Johnny McHenry at the plate. For 1 against Garcia here tonight. First pitch into the right side. That ball gets through. Surrett will score. Finally, the first hit off Andrew Garcia, and it makes it a 4-3 ball game. After going 0 for 3 against him in their first meeting, McHenry comes back with an RBI blast to right field. And now Theo Hardy at the plate. Tying run at third base now. Inning all started with an E5. And now Garcia paying for it. Pickoff attempt over the first base. McHenry now 4 for 6 in his last 6 at-bats. And the throw over the first base. Lacone able to snag a high throw from Garcia. The runners remain on the corners here. 2 outs. First pitch to Hardy and beautiful breaking ball for strike 1. Also just a lovely night here in the Fish after some high temperatures all week, triple digits. A nice 80 degrees here. 0-1. Hardy takes ball 1. Hardy 2 for 5 last night. RBI double in that 6th inning as Garcia throws back over the first. Overall against the Sunfish, he's 3 for 15. 3 RBI, a run, a double, hit by a pitch. And now Hardy faces a 1-2 count. Grounded out to second base in his first at bat here tonight. One and two. Hardy check swing. McHenry going to second now. Caught up. Here's the throw from the shortstop. Eibach trying to score. The throw to the plate in time. We're all tied up at 4. Heads up base running by Eibach. Will Olsen couldn't make the tag, and it's all tied up here in this second inning. Sioux Falls stole home against the Sasquatch in the first meeting. Chandler Eibach returns the favor there. And Theo Hardy still at the plate. 2-2 count, runner on second. And Hardy just fouls that one off, so go ahead, run on second base. After 4 runs in that top half from the Sunfish, Spearfish coming right back. They know they're close to a playoff bid. Not going to let that get away from them. Not yet anyway. 2-2 pitch to Hardy. Inside, ball gets away from Olsen. McHenry the third. And now he's close to home. Still only one hit against Garcia, but it's 4-4. Full count. Already 3 walks in this second inning. Hardy on the ground, the first base. High ground ball, but Lacone able to field it on the bag for out number 3. But Spearfish responds with 4 runs of their own. We'll turn to the third inning. It's 4-4. Leadoff single for Seth Hoffpower here in this third inning. And the go-ahead run on first base now for Sioux Falls. After proclaiming it could be a pitcher's duel. It's now 4-4 with 9 combined hits just in this third inning. So Jesus Lacone 0 for 1 against Sulte. He takes strike 1. Eight hits here tonight against Sulte for the Sunfish. Seth Hoffpower's now been on base in both of his trips to the plate. Pitch low and inside, but Eibach able to grab it. Lacone steps away. So 1-1. Sioux Falls with at least 1 base runner so far in these first 2 innings as Lacone sends the ball foul towards the Sunfish dugout. Early on in this game, but only 3 Sunfish batters have yet to get on base. 1-2, Lacone fouls that one off. So Sulte usually with a high strikeout volume. Early on in this game, only the third inning, but only 1 strikeout tonight. Shows the Sioux Falls Sunfish keying in on his pitches. Sulte's done a great job of getting up headed counts. A lot of 1-2 counts here tonight. As Lacone rips one to deep right center. McAdoo back to the wall, but this ball out of here. Jesus Lacone, a 2-run shot in the Sunfish back on top. Sioux Falls now 5 home runs in these 2 games against the Sasquatch. Second one that Silty's given up against Sioux Falls. This time it's Jesus Lacone making him pay for it. And after the Sasquatch came back to tie it up at 4, Sioux Falls responds right back with 2 hits, including a 2-run homer. First pitch, first swing. Dane Frazier comes around for strike 1. RBI single in that second inning against Silty. And he takes strike 2. Frazier his first hit in these 2 games, 1 for 3. Now down 0-2. And takes ball 1. Silty's problem has not been finding the strike zone. Again, a first pitch strike here in this at-bat ahead 0-2. Another 1-2 count as Frazier fouls off the 1-2 pitch. A lot of foul balls against Silty here tonight. This season alone, Silty a 41% first pitch strike percentage. A 1-2 pitch in the dirt and 2-2. So usually a story tonight. He's at bat. Silty gets ahead. First pitch strike, 1-2, but then Sioux Falls gets to a 3-2 count. And forced him to throw one over the plate. 2-2, now 3-2. So after starting this at-bat 0-2, Frazier has fought back to make it a full count. No outs on the board. Base is empty here in the top of the 3rd. 3-2. And a swing and a miss for strikeout number 2. And that retires the first batter here in this 3rd inning.
Here's number 4, Adonis Forte.
Now Adonis Forte at the plate. 9-hole hitter for the Sunfish tonight. Didn't play in yesterday's game. Now settles in. Righty first lefty matchup. First pitch in for strike 1. Forte 1 for 5 against the Sasquatch this season. Does have 4 walks against them. 2 runs. Down 0-2. Caden Silty finished him off. And ball 1 up top. JT Mix on deck. 0 for 2 against Silty. Drop third strike. Aubach to first. Back-to-back Ks for Silty. And now 2 down. As JT Mix at the plate. So Mix a fly out the center field. RBI ground out the shortstop in the 2nd. Just one of 2 Sunfish players to have not gotten on base yet tonight. Big pitch, or big swing at a pitch up high in the zone. 0-1 for Mix. From Jesuit College Prep High School in the Dallas area. He takes strike 2. Same high school as the 3-time major champion Jordan Spieth. Oh, and 2, and Mix takes ball 1. So finishing up his senior year at Augustana University this year. On the ground, the Hardy gets through. That will put Mix on first base. Be a single for JT Mix. And now only one player remains to have not gotten on base. Hit number 10 for Sioux Falls. The bats are hot tonight.
Our pitcher is cold.
So now Mitch Stroh 1 for 2 tonight against Silty. RBI single in the second. Able to score off of Norris McClure's RBI single. Shows bunt, third base line. This is perfectly placed to throw. The first will not happen. Infield single for Mitch Stroh. Hit number 11. And the fourth one in this third. And now Riley Moran warming up for the Sasquatch in their bullpen. So Norris McClure, 2 for 2 tonight, 1 RBI. Has runners on first and second, 2 outs. After back-to-back strikeouts, Sioux Falls has responded with back-to-back singles. JT Mix on second, Mitch Stroh on first. 0-1 in the dirt. Ibach, good job blocking it. 1-1. Seth Hoppauer led off this inning with a single to left field, and then Jesus Lacone cranked his first home run of the season. And now Mix and Stroh on base. 1-1 count. Pitch on the way, and McClure takes ball 2, so 2-1 count. McClure batting .305 this season for the Sunfish. And Silty steps off the bag. Sioux Falls had a lot of success stealing against the Sasquatch their first 3-game series, but only 2 stolen bases. Now 2-1. And McClure pops one up high into right field. Ben Parker now calling for it and makes the play for out number 3, but Jesus Lacone pimps his first home run of the year. The Sunfish back in front, 6-4, bottom of the third coming up. Will Riley leading off with the Sasquatch here. Bottom of the 30. Takes ball one inside from Andrew Garcia. Only allowed one hit so far tonight, but has walked 3 batters in an E5 that led off that second inning. Allowed the Sasquatch to score 4 runs in that one. All 4 of those runs unearned for Andrew Garcia. As Riley takes ball 2. So Sioux Falls, 11 hits, no walks, 1 hit batter. Sasquatch, 3 walks, an E5, and only trailed by 2 runs. Able to come back from behind twice last night. Or rather, just once. Have to do it again here tonight as Riley takes ball 3, full count. Ben Parker, Charles McAdoo do up for the Sasquatch. Riley gets on base, walk number 4. Andrew Garcia matching the total of batters walked from that July 1st game, except he threw 7 innings in that one. Here tonight only is pitched 2. So Ben Parker reaches on the E5 in the second. Able to score off of Chandler Ibach's base on balls RBI. That was off the first pitch. 5 for 13 against Sioux Falls. This year, 5 RBIs, 7 runs, 5 walks against them. 1 in the dirt. Riley going to second. Here's the throw from Olsen. Not in time. Stolen base for Will Riley. That's his first one of the year. That moves him in the scoring position. And somehow, the Sasquatch with 3 stolen bases against the Sunfish, who are one of the more active teams in the league, win stealing. 1-1. Parker stays away. 2-1. So count 2-1. Parker in the right field. Hoffpower moving back to the warning stack. Chill going in, makes the play at the wall. Riley will tag to third. So Riley now just 90 feet away, and Charles McAdoo comes to the plate. McAdoo walked in that second inning. A long at bat for Garcia. First pitch swings through for strike 1. So after a 1-2-3 inning in the first, the Sasquatch getting a base runner to third, 1 out. McAdoo takes ball 1 in the dirt. Good job by Olsen to keep that in front of him. Sack fly will make this a 1-run ball game for Spearfish. Wind blowing out this ballpark left to right. One and one. And McAdoo takes ball 2. Fastball a bit low. So 2-1. Riley on third. Garcia winds up. McAdoo, big swing again through the off-speed pitch. Oh, 2-2. 1 out. Big pitch on the way from Garcia. McAdoo ground ball towards third, and that spins away foul towards the Sunfish dugout. So we'll stay here at 2-2. 2-2. McAdoo takes ball 3 inside, nearly hit by that one, able to dodge it. So full count again. 2 at-bats for McAdoo. First guard, see if both of them have gone full. First one resulted in a walk. What will the second one result in? Another walk. Runners on the corners again. Tied run at first. So walk number 5 against Andrew Garcia. Sioux Falls, no one in their bullpen. So Seth Shred also walked against Garcia in that second, this time off 4 pitches. First pitch on the ground towards the second baseman, gets away from his glove. Riley will score. McAdoo the third, the throw not going to be in time. Surrett the second, he'll be safe. The second error from the Sunfish allows Spearfish to pull within 1. And now the tying run on third base with just 1 out. Another error at second base, this time JT Mix responsible. Andrew Garcia, he has walked 5 batters, but getting some tough breaks defensively. So Matt Crossley 0 for 1 against Garcia tonight with a strikeout. That came with the bases loaded up in the second. Runners on second and third here with first base open. First pitch to Crossley on the ground, the third base, diving for it is Frazier. He can't get to it. McAdoo will score. Here comes Surrett. Crossley, a 2-run double in the Sasquatch, back in front, 7-6. This team just never, ever quits.
2-run score on the stand-up double. Here comes Jim Ryba.
And now Chandler Eibach at the plate. Still only 1 out here in this inning. Spearfish answered the 2 runs Sioux Falls put on the board in the top half of this inning with 3 of their own. Eibach takes ball 1. So 7 runs on the board for the Sasquatch. That's the most runs against Andrew Garcia this year. 1-1 now, the Eibach. That ball fouled off. But so far, I believe only 2 runs earned against Garcia here tonight. Most this season, 4. That came in his first start of the year against the Fremont move back in May. 2 critical errors for the Sunfish. They have 6 this series. Spearfish with 0. Big reason why they were able to win last night despite being out hit 15-13. Been out hit here tonight, 11-2, yet somehow leads 7-6. 2-1 Iabach, a flare ball that turns foul. Will be 2-2 now. Crossy second. Iabach, a late swing, able to foul that one. Oh, that pitched a bit inside on the hands. We'll stay here at 2-2. Catcher at Concordia, St. Paul University with an RBI walk in the second. That came with the bases loaded, of course. Able to score after stealing home. 2-2. Iabach takes ball 3. Garcia with only 1 strikeout here tonight, but 5 walks. Only 1 time this year has Garcia walked more batters than he has struck out. Game against the Fremont Moo, that first start. Another foul ball from Iabach.
How many of you were here last night? Anybody? We got a few. Oh, a whole bunch. Man, the fish were biting last night, weren't they?
Full count again, 3-2. Iabach sends one high into center field. Ducka running up. The one getting hold of this one and drops down in his glove route in number 2. Had a few flare balls like that last night that dropped down for base hits for both teams. But Kenneth Ducka able to get his eyes on that early and get a good jump to make the play for out number 2. So 2 down, Crossley still on second base. Ryan Bachman now at the plate. Bachman 3 for 4 last night with 2 RBIs, had a sac fly RBI in the second. Made it a 4-2 game. Now comes to the plate. The Sasquatch in front by 1 thanks to that man on second base. Garcia pump fake to second. Crossley diving in, no throw. Ryan Bachman, Ben Parker, and Johnny McHenry all attended the Bear Butte County Fair today as Bachman takes ball 1. Not sure what goes on at that county fair, but I do know one thing. There's a lot of goats there. A lot of pictures with goats. Check out the Sasquatch's social media for some great pictures. If you ever wanted to see what Ben Parker looked like sitting next to a goat, well, you probably haven't, but there's a picture of it. 2 goats, as Jack Banks, our statistician, tells us. Want to know the Bachman. He takes strike 1. Good pitch catching the top left corner of the strike zone.
Balls, 39 strikes.
36 balls for Andrew Garcia tonight, 39 strikes. 5 walks, 1 strikeout. 1-1 to Bachman. He fouls this one off 1-2, and now Garcia 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. Well, Riley walked on a full count to lead off this inning. Ben Parker flied out to right field. Riley able to tag. Then McAdoo walked. And then Seth Surratt able to reach off an E4. That scored Riley. And then Matt Crossley, 2-run double to left field. Despite the Sasquatch having 9 less hits. And Bach with another foul ball. 1-2. Both of these teams' batters doing a great job of fighting against the pitchers tonight. We've seen Sioux Falls, they get behind early in counts 0-2, 1-2, but done a great job of either making the count full or just fouling balls off, forcing Sulte to keep pitching. And same thing here for Andrew Garcia. A lot of long counts. 1-2. Garcia deals. Bachman takes one inside, nearly hit by one. But count 2-2. Was kind of shuffled around the lineup for the first half of this season. Coach Mono trying to find a good spot for him. Tried the leadoff spot, tried cleanup, middle lineup, but seems to have really found his home in this 8 and 9 hole. There's a fly ball to right field. Hoffpower makes the play. That does it here for this third inning. 2 runs in the top half, but Matt Crossley puts the Sasquatch back in front, 7-6. Fourth inning coming up. Fourth inning, Sasquatch in front for the first time here tonight. Riley Moran on the mound, coming in for Hayden Sulte. He will finish his second start with 3 innings pitched, 11 hits, 6 runs, all 6 earned, but yet the Sasquatch find themselves in front despite recording only 2 hits so far tonight. As Riley Moran comes back with a slider for strike 2. 6 starts this year, but making his 6th one out of the bullpen. Kind of turned into a reliever here for Coach Mona in this Sasquatch team. Olsen goes down swinging. First time he has not gotten on base here tonight. A good start for Riley Moran. So it's Kenneth Ducka now at the plate, the only Sunfish player to have not gotten on base so far tonight. First pitch, a little blooper in the center field, and there he is. Now all 9 Sunfish players getting on base. All 9 with at least a hit. They have 12 hits now. 10 more than the Sasquatch, but trailing by a run. So Seth Hoffbauer, 1-for-1 hit by a pitch in the second. 2 runs tonight for the right fielder. As Moran pickoff attempt over the first base. Sioux Falls yet to try and steal tonight. Sasquatch 2-for-2 on the bases. Will Riley's stolen base that I called in the third actually rolled a wild pitch, so just 2 for Spearfish tonight. As a breaking ball drops in for strike 1 off the glove of Ibach, but Dutka stays at first. Dutka 13 for 16 when stealing this year. But only 2 attempts for the Sunfish in these 2 games. They are 2-for-2, but all 2 stolen bases came from Tanner Wilson, who's not on the starting lineup tonight. Hoffbauer with a big strike. 0-2 now. Ran a sophomore from Bakersfield, California. Plays at Menlo College in Atherton, California. Throwing back over the first base. Keenly aware of this Sunfish team. He was on the mound when Sioux Falls actually stole home. He probably hasn't forgotten that. 0-2, fouled off. Came to Spearfish as a starting pitcher. Started 6 games so far this year. But Coach Mona has turned him into kind of a bullpen pitcher where he has really thrived. Ball 2 to Hoffbauer. His last 4 appearances, he's gotten the win actually. Had 3 2/3 against the Fremont Moo on Sunday. Didn't get the win, but gave up just 4 hits to the best team in the Clark division this second half. As Hoffbauer goes down looking, 2 outs, 2 strikeouts for Moran. So now Jesus Lacone at the plate. Lacone had his first home run of the year against Silty this past inning. Did not play against Moran. Throw the second base runner trying to steal. Dutka is safe. Riley nearly able to tag him in the air. Now there's that stolen base. Moran been thrown over the first base ever since he got on base. But Dutka swipes second and moves him in the scoring position. 0-1 count to Lacone. First stolen base tonight for the Sunfish. Lacone 1-for-2. Cranks one to left field. That ball gets through for a base hit. Here comes the run around third. The throw to the plate is in time. What a dart from Seth Starrett. Waves to the crowd, and that ends the top half. Spearfish in front 7-6. Bottom half of the 4, Sasquatch in front by 1. Johnny McHenry at the plate. Andrew Garcia on the mound working his way here in this 4th inning. Sunfish had the go-ahead run on 3rd. Tried the score off of Lacone's single, but Seth Surratt able to throw him out from shallow left field to end the top half of the 4th. So Spearfish still in front. McHenry 1 for 2 against Garcia here tonight. Takes strike 1 there, 2-1. Garcia, 7 runs against him tonight, but only 2 earned. 3 runs in the 3rd, including that 2-run double from Matt Crossley. As McHenry takes strike 2, so 2-2. 5 walks tonight for Garcia on the mound, 1 shy of his season high. Only 2 hits allowed. But another full count. Leadoff man has gotten on base the last 2 innings. A walk for Will Raleigh in the 3rd and an E5 for Ben Parker in the 2nd. 3-2 pitch. McHenry cranks one to right field. This ball going to touch down, heading back to the wall. McHenry to 2nd. A leadoff double for Johnny Baseball. Just the 3rd hit against Garcia, but the 2nd extra base one against him, 2 doubles. That puts the leadoff man in scoring position as Theo Hardy steps to the plate. Hardy 0 for 2, pair of groundouts, 1 the 2nd, 1 the 1st. Three for 16 against Sioux Falls this year. Playing this 2-hole spot today, was in the 9-hole yesterday. Into right field, Hoff Power coming up, should make the play. McHenry will tag. Long throw, but not in time. The shortstop throws it away. Thankfully, Andrew Garcia is right there, else McHenry may have been able to score. So he'll tag. And now Riley back to the plate. 0 for 1, walked in the 3rd, led off with that base on balls, able to score off Surratt's E4. Spearfish still with 10 less hits than the Sunfish tonight, yet lead by 1. And with McHenry on 3rd base with just 1 out, could be more. Riley 0 for 3 last night. He takes strike 1, 1-1. Ball in the dirt, Olsen able to block it 2-1. Talked about Riley in last night's broadcast with Johnny McHenry, just about Riley's approach to the plate, just how difficult an out he is because of his patience. Contact hitter. So he takes ball 3. Yet to swing in this at-bat. – 3-1 count. 5 walks tonight. Riley has 1 of those. Sioux Falls getting some movement in their bullpen now. Riley goes opposite, fouls that one off to the netting behind home plate. So full count 3-2. Had a lot of 3-2 counts tonight from both squads. Ben Parker on deck for the Sasquatch. Ball 4, Riley, his 2nd base on balls, and now runners on the corners for the Sasquatch here. as Ben Parker steps to the plate.
Here comes the Western University student from Los Altos, California. Here's Ben Parker.
Parker 0 for 2 tonight. 1 run that came in the second. Off an E5, the throw from Dane Frazier, the Jesus Lacone a bit wide. Allowed Parker to get the second base. Eventually able to score off of Chandler Eibach's base on balls RBI. Fly out to right field in the third. He's got 2 on, 1 down. Takes ball 2. Parker's been quiet this week for the Sasquatch, batting .399. Was 1 for 3 yesterday, had a single in the 7th. For that 4-run 7th inning as Lacone comes over to his teammate Garcia. Trying to give him some encouragement. Not his best outing, but Sioux Falls offense has been hot. It's only a 1-run ball game. A lot of baseball left to be played in this one, especially these two teams. Runner going the second. Parker, a beautiful hit and run executed. McHenry will score. Riley to third. Spearfish up by 2. Parker picks up his 61st RBI. His first hit of the night. McHenry able to score after his leadoff double. And now Charles McAdoo coming to the plate in a meeting on the mound. Andrew Garcia's night is done. We'll be right back. Sasquatch in front 8-6. So Tanner Wilson, who played center field last night, went 3 for 5 with a home run, a double, and a single. Now on the mound for the Sunfish and drops in a pretty off-speed pitch to Charles McAdoo. Doesn't take it. So 0-1 to Mac. Runners on the corners here, 1 out. This time swings and pumps one into right center, going back to the warning track. This ball off the wall. Riley will score. Parker holding up McAdoo, a double. And Spearfish add run number 2 in this half inning. They lead 9-6. I don't know if the wind got a hold of that one, but it looked like a routine pop-up to right center, but that ball just carried all the way to the wall. Double number 17 for Chucky Mack. And now Parker at third. McAdoo at second. Seth Surratt at the plate. Tanner Wilson making his second appearance on the mound. Actually pitched just 3 days ago against the Western Nebraska Pioneers. Went 3 innings. No hits, no runs, just 2 walks. As the ball gets behind Will Olson, Parker will hold up. Surratt on the ground. So 2-0. Sioux Falls, who lost 7 pitchers this week, heading back home, getting ready for the school season. As looks like Wilson might be injured, holding on to his elbow. Here comes head coach Walker Bollington for the Sunfish out to the mound. We'll be right back. So Tanner Wilson only going to throw about 4 pitches, leaving the ball game, holding on to his right elbow. Hope he's okay. Some discomfort. Don't want to mess with that. So now Benito Garcia coming in. Didn't warm up at all. Coming in cold turkey. Surratt, ground ball to the right side. That's a base hit. Parker will score. Here comes McAdoo, the throw. Not in time. A 2-run single for Seth Surratt. After trailing 4-0 in this ball game, the Sasquatch now lead 10-6. So now Matt Crossley, who had that 2-run double that put the Sasquatch in front for the first time in the 3rd inning at the plate. Garcia played shortstop yesterday, first pitch outside. We get to this part of the season where teams are starting to lose players. And unfortunate to see, especially the Sioux Falls team that has such a great offense, as Crossley, a high fly ball to right field. Up powers there for out number 2. Kind of takes away from the product on the field, but winning this league comes down to being able to replace your players. And so far, the Sasquatch done a great job of that. Got to commend Coach Mona and the owner and general manager, Eric Schmidt. Lost a lot of guys this year, but done a good job of replacing them as Ibach takes strike 1 from Garcia. Ibach 0 for 1. RBI walk in the 2nd. Takes ball 1 down low. Surrett on first base. Surrett now been on base in all 3 of his plate appearances. A walk, E4, and now a single. Only 1 player in the Sasquatch lineup has not gotten on base. Well, excuse me, 2. As ball in the dirt. Good block by Olsen, 2-1. Eight, 9, and the 1-hole hitters due up next for the Sunfish. Been a long rest for Riley Moran. Now 3-1. Surrett going the 2nd. High throw from Olsen. Just didn't get enough sip on it. So 3-1. Garcia first time on the mound this season for the Sunfish, coming in as an emergency pitcher after Tanner Wilson left early. Sioux Falls with some movement in their bullpen. 3-1. Ibach check swing, ball 4. That's his 2nd walk of the game. So 7 walks tonight for the Sasquatch. As Wilson coming out to the mound. A quick little meeting with Garcia. Not an ideal situation for Garcia or Coach Walker to throw him out there, especially on such short notice unexpectedly. Ryan Bachman over 1 tonight. RBI sacrifice fly in that 2nd inning.
In Minnesota, he calls Rapid City home. Let's hear it for Ryan Bachman.
Fly out to right field in the 3rd. 2 on with 2 out. And Bachman stays away from an off-speed pitch for ball 1. Now 1-0, and Bachman takes strike 1. Garcia looking back to 2nd. Now throws. Bachman fouls that one off. 1-2. Quick update around the Expedition League. Fremont Moo are 1 game ahead of the Sasquatch. Were at one time trailing the Sodbusters, now in front 5-3. That's in the bottom of the 5th. Fremont able to win last night against Hastings. 1-2. Ball gets away from Olsen. Surrett to third. Ibach holds up at first.
He's a position player. Yeah, so was their last.
Bachman pops up one high to shallow center field. Ducka stepping up, makes the play, and that does it here in this fourth, but Spearfish adds 3 more runs. They lead 10-6, coming from behind once again against the Sioux Falls Sunfish. 5th inning coming up.
Knee replacement? With the area's only ROSA robot, Monument Health offers a more personalized and precise procedure, customized for your anatomy. Get going with Monument Health, your partner for advanced orthopedic care.
Top of the 5th here in Black Hills Energy Stadium. Sasquatch leading by 5, 11-6. 4-run bottom 4th. Check swing from Dane Frazier for strike 1. Look around the Expedition League. Told you about that 5-2, 5-3 lead for the Fremont Moo. Now 6-3 as Dane Frazier hit by a pitch. He'll get on base. So now Adonis Forte at the plate. He's 1 for 2. Ball inside, gets away from Moran. Another hit batter. That's back-to-back batters hit. So now, first 2 batters on base for Sioux Falls. Hold up. The top of the order coming up. No outs. Moran has only hit 2 batters all year. Has hit the last 2. And now JT Mix, 1 for 3 here tonight. First pitch away from him for ball one. So the Moo in front 6-3. Meanwhile, the Spuds over this Horsehead 7-2. That's top of the seventh. Saber Dogs ahead of the Whiskey Jacks 2-0. That's in the bottom of the ninth. Check swing for Mix for strike one. Then you got the Western Nebraska Pioneers leading the Pierre Trappers 3-0. It's in the top of the fifth. 9-0 win for Western Nebraska. Playing a doubleheader. Two teams, or two games rather. Doubleheaders tonight. Surce Valley and the Whiskey Jacks will be playing game 2 here shortly. But Western Nebraska, who are leading Pierre 3-0 the fifth, they won the first doubleheader game 9-0. So 1-2 to Mix. Still no outs on the board, but the runners on first and second. Check swing, Mix stays away, and that'll be ball 2. So 2-2. Forte on first, Frazier on second. Infield playing a little bit closer. And Mix takes ball 3, full count now. Kind of wonder that prolonged fourth inning starting to hurt Moran because he was sitting on the bench for so long. All 9 batters getting to the plate in that fourth, including 3 pitching changes. And now bases loaded up for the Sunfish. JT Mix a walk. And now Mitch Stroh at the plate. Got the wind blowing right out of this ballpark. Nearly dead center at the moment. A little left to right action. And Mitch Stroh, who's 2 for 3 tonight. Pair of singles. 1 RBI. Had a 3-run homer yesterday. Sunfish have already hit 1 grand slam this series. Stroh takes ball 1 inside the belt buckle. So Spearfish with 4 unanswered runs in that, 7 unanswered runs in the last 2 innings. Check swing from Stroh, that's strike 1. But Sioux Falls, who have 13 hits to the 6 Sasquatch hits, trailing by 5 somehow. But an opportunity to get a little bit closer. Stroh pops one up high into right field. McAdoo coming up. Frazier at third. McAdoo misplays it. The ball gets behind him. Here comes 1 run. Forte running around third. The throw to the plate going to be close. Not in time. 2 runs will score off what looked like a routine pop-up to right field, but McAdoo can't find it in the lights, drops behind him. A 2-run single in just like that. It's a 3-run game.
What's up? Yeah.
And now the first 4 batters rather, getting on the bases here. The last one, a costly misplayed ball. Would have been probably just 1 run, but instead it's 2. But no outs on the board. JT Mix to third. Now Norris McClure, he's 2 for 3 here tonight. As Moran throwing back over the first base. So this 5th inning, the first 2 guys got on base after being hit by Moran, then a walk, and then 2-run single for Mitch Stroh. They have 14 hits tonight. And now ball 1 to Norris McClure. Ryan checking over at first base. McClure sends one to left field. This ball going to fall down in foul ball territory, out of reach for Surratt. So 1-1.
Mad about that, huh?
5-1-5.
Awesome. I also got it in for yesterday.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I was thinking this morning. I knew what it was, but I don't think I ever came up with phone number because I got busy.
It happens.
Moran checking over at first base. One stolen base off him so far tonight. That was Kenneth Dutka in the fourth. Check swing, but McClure doesn't go, so 2-1. First four batters getting on base. McClure trying to make it 5. Moran throws back over the first. Tying run at the plate. Sioux Falls opened this game up with a 4-run half inning in the second. Off 5 hits. Spearfish came right back to tie, but Sioux Falls retook the lead. Jesus Lacone, a 2-run homer in the third, but then 3 more runs from the Sasquatch. Matt Crossley, a 2-run double, put the Sasquatch in front, and then Spearfish added 4 more. But Sioux Falls adding 2 here, and still no outs on the board with runners on the corners. Two and 2 to McClure. Runner going the second. Here's the throw from Eibach, a double clutch. Runner will be safe. The second stolen base. This time it's Mitch Stroh doing the work, and now 2 in scoring position. I think Eibach double clutch because Sioux Falls may have been trying to pull off the double steal. And McClure fouls that one off, so full count, 3-2. Big strikeout for Moran there. His third strikeout with the first out in this 5th inning. And now Will Olson coming to the plate. He represents the tying run. He had 2 homers yesterday. He's 2 for 3 tonight. 1 strikeout. That came against Moran in the 4th inning. And he's hit by the first pitch. The third batter Moran has hit. And that loads the bases up for Kenneth Dutka. Here comes Chandler Eibach as well as the Sasquatch infield. Again, Moran's only hit 2 batters coming into the night. And he's thrown 45 2/3 of innings pitched, but has hit 3 batters in this inning alone. Now the bases are loaded up for Kenneth Dutka. We'll be right back here on the Sasquatch Network. So Kenneth Dutka now into the box. 1 for 3 of the night, including a single off Moran. First pitch right up the middle. That's a base hit. Mix will score. Here comes Stroh around home, and just like that, it's a 1-run ball game. And now Seth Hoffbauer at the plate. No one in the Sasquatch bullpen at the moment. Both teams running short on pitchers. This is going to turn into a bloodbath If not already, 11-10. We're still in the 5th inning. Top half of it. Dutka to center field. Parker is there. This one in shallow center. Runner will not tag. Out number 2. So Hoffpower retired. Not Dutka. And here comes Lacone. Dutka on second. So Jesus Lacone, the 9th hitter to the plate. 2 for 3. Had a single off Moran in the 4th. That was when Seth threw out Dutka trying to score from second. Tying run at second base. And Lacone stays away from a slider for strike 1. Sioux Falls came from behind yesterday. Ended up losing that game 12-11. Sasquatch came from behind already today. Lacone pops one up high into right center. McAdoo went back now, racing up, diving for the ball, will drop. Here comes the tying run. The throw will keep the runner at third. Charles McAdoo not able to make the play in right field, the second one in this inning, and now the Sunfish have tied it up on another routine pop-up to right field.
Next up for the Sunfish,
So McAdoo in E9. Lacone at first. Dutka, the go-ahead run at third. The 10th batter that Moran has faced in this 5th inning. McAdoo with his 8th error of the season. First pitch blown away for Dane Frazier. Led off this inning being hit by a pitch. Sioux Falls 11 runs, 16 hits, 10 more than the Sasquatch. It's tied up at 11. But a very frustrating inning for Spearfish. One that certainly should be over with, but instead continues to go on. And Sioux Falls can get back in front here. 2 outs, runners on the corners. Frazier 1 for 2. RBI single in the 2nd. Takes the pitch inside, below the hands for strike 1. So 1-1. And now Spearfish getting some movement in their bullpen. Going back over the first, Crossley doing a good job of not letting that get behind first base. Somehow able to tag Lacone, but Lacone able to get back to the bag in time. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Frazier, big swing for strike 2. Readjusts his batting helmet and settles back in. Sioux Falls having to resort to positional players to pitch here tonight. Already 2 have been used. We'll see who Sioux Falls goes to the mound in this upcoming inning, or bottom half rather. But both teams going deep into their bullpen. Runner going the second. Moran doesn't know it. Pitches outside. No one's on the base. The 3rd stolen base off Moran here tonight. Jesus Lacone, his 7th stolen base of the year. And Sioux Falls adding a few more stolen bases here. That's their first run in this inning. As Frazier able to foul off the 2-2, will stay here at 2-2. So go ahead run on third, another one on second. Moran trying to get out of this inning. 5 runs from the Sunfish. 2-2 pitch. Now full count. Looks like Riley Kirkpatrick warming up for the Sasquatch. He pitched back on Tuesday, just 1 inning against the Trappers. 3-2 pitch. Frazier able to foul that one off, and we'll stay at a full count. Tenth batter at the plate. Three and two. Called strike 3. Bottom of the 5th. Sioux Falls and the Sasquatch tied up at 11. 5 runs across the board. The Sunfish back in this one.
Here at All Balance Bookkeeping, we have over 30 plus years of bookkeeping experience. We can take care of any office tasks, large or small, so you can focus on running your business. All Balance Bookkeeping, where everyone counts.
Bottom of the 5th, and it's 11-11. This has been a very interesting game. Sasquatch have been out-hit 15-6 tonight, yet we're leading by 5 entering this 5th inning, but a 5-run 5th. Have the Sunfish tied back up with Spearfish as Johnny McHenry leading off. Takes ball 1. Pete Weil on the mound for Sioux Falls. He pitched last night, 1 inning, gave up 3 hits, 4 runs, 1 earned. He got the loss as McHenry pops up for 1-1. He was on the mound for that 7th inning. Gave up a pair of 2-run singles to Matt Crossley and Ryan Bachman, help with the Sasquatch in front, coming from behind by 6. McHenry takes strike 2. Good pitch, low and inside. So after using a pair of positional players to get through that 4th inning, McHenry, big swing. He goes down, swinging. Pete Weil, a strikeout. Now Sioux Falls
Next up for the Sasquatch, here comes Sioux.
coming alive here. They got momentum on their side for sure. They're not out of this playoff race either. Meanwhile, the Sodbusters and the Fremont Moo all tied up right now, 6-6 in the top of the 6. So Spearfish a game back, Sioux Falls 4 back. Can get back to 3 with a victory. Meanwhile, Sasquatch could tie, but Moo lose. Hardy takes ball 1. Other spots, Saber Dogs a 2-1 victory over the Whiskey Jacks. Game 2, that doubleheader coming up soon. Spuds 8-2 of the Horseheads, top of the 8th. Hardy check swing, strike 1. Tommyknockers leading by a touchdown over the Big Sticks, 14-7, top of the 9th. That's a big game in the Lewis division. Big Sticks up by 1 game over the Tommyknockers. Hardy takes ball 2 inside. And then meanwhile, the Pios over the Trappers 5-0 in the second game. That doubleheader looking to take the sweep. Western Nebraska already clinched a first half playoff spot. Meanwhile, the Trappers are eliminated. 2-1. Hardy takes ball 3 inside. So 5 runs, 2 hits, an error in that 5th inning. The first 4 base runners, first 4 batters getting on base, as Hardy will walk against Weil. First time on base for the shortstop. And now Will Riley coming to bat. Riley 0 for 1, but a pair of walks, pair of runs as well. Has Hardy on first. Spearfish has scored in the last 3 innings after going 1, 2, 3 in the first. Wow, gets Riley to take a big swing on that one, strike 1. Kirkpatrick warming up for the Sasquatch, kind of expect him to come in for the 6th. A lot of pitches thrown that 5th inning for Moran. As Weil steps off the bag. Big swing again from Riley, 0-2 now. Ben Parker on deck with Charles McAdoo in the hole. Spearfish with 4 runs in the 4th, 3 in the 3rd, and 4 in the 2nd, a 4-3-4 the last 3. Riley fouls off the 0-2 pitch to stay alive. So still 0-2. Spearfish trying to respond to the 5 runs. Get back in front in this game. 0-2 from Weil. Riley takes ball 1. Hardy, a little hesitation move like he was going the 2nd. So still 2 strikes against Riley, but 1 ball. Lismore, Australia. On the ground to the left side, that's a base hit. Hardy to 2nd. And Spearfish respond. The base on balls and a single. Riley's now been on base in his last 3 plate appearances. And Ben Parker now hitting. He's 1 for 3 of the night, but an RBI single in his last at-bat. He led off the 7th last night against Pete Wild with a leadoff single. So success against this pitcher. Go ahead run on 2nd. And Parker fouls off the first pitch. So 22 hits combined. There was 28 combined yesterday. With 23 runs, already 22 here. Got a feeling we're going to eclipse that. possibly this half inning. Oh, 1. Ball in the dirt, Olsen able to block it, and that prevents Hardy from getting the third. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Hardy on second. He walked against Weil. Will Raleigh on first. Hit a ground ball single to the left side. Parker takes ball 2. Patient at bat from the center fielder, Whitman University. Batting just below 300, or 400, excuse me, this year. One of the best players in this league this summer. 2-1, Hardy going to third. A chopper towards the shortstop, high hop. Parker over the first, 1 retired at second, but Parker is safe off the fielder's choice. McClure had to readjust, able to get Riley out at second, but now 2 outs on the board. So now Charles McAdoo, 1 for 1, had that RBI double in the 4th. He has 2 walks, 3 runs. Had a couple of tough plays in right field. You know he is fired up coming to the plate. He might take one out here on a baseball. Picked up his 17th double in his last at bat. Was 0 for 4 yesterday. Looking to bounce back. First pitch outside for ball 1. Reached on an E4 against Weil in that 7th inning. Could have been a double play. Instead, it allowed for Parker and McAdoo to be safe. Then Surratt walked, and then Matt Crossley came up and hit a 2-run single. The base is loaded. McAdoo fouls off the 1-0, 1-1. His double to right center his last at bat. Came off the bat to me like just a routine pop up to right center, but with the way this wind has been whipping, hard to predict what any ball is going to do if it reaches the stratosphere. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners on the corners. McAdoo, big swing, bit late. Now 1-2 the Wild. Goes back over the first base. Wild gave up a go-ahead run last night. Now trying to get out of a jam here in the 5th with Sioux Falls back in this game, all tied up at 11. One-two pitch. McAdoo goes down, swinging wild, fired up. Sasquatch leave, 2 on. 6th inning coming up. We're all tied up at 11. Back here at Black Hills Energy Stadium, I got a couple of guests with me. One is Zachary Creeth. You know, he's a long-time listener.
Oh, I've been on multiple
Always on here, but who is this guy to your right?
Oh, this man. You guys, all the listeners who haven't been on. Oh, wait, what's going on? Never mind. All the listeners, you know, if you've been listening since the get-go, you know him, middle infielder, rakes, backside, home runs all the time, Cade stuff.
Yeah, thanks. That's a great introduction, Creeth. Yeah, it's about time I got on the mic. You know, Cameron, the announcer, has been harping me about it since day one, so we're
Literally
here.
since day one.
It's always good to be on the mic.
Oh, yeah.
Quite the game we got going here.
Kirkpatrick on the mound. Southpaw.
Southpaw All-Star and himself threw up a
deserving.
big 0 in that All-Star game. Quite the game, though. A lot of a tale of two sides, I would say.
You always ask me, Zach, after a game to describe it in one word. So now I'm going to turn it on you. And you too, Cade. Describe this game in one word so far.
Ooh. I don't...
Scrappy.
I would say scrappy's a good one. I would also just say free, because a lot of free bases tonight.
This game or the team in general?
Oh, this game.
Oh, this game? Yeah. I'm saying scrappy.
Okay, scrappy, because I say free because our pitchers,
Whoa.
as that is a ball 4 to Adonis, haven't done the greatest job of commanding the zone. And their pitchers also have had a lot of free bases. A surprise start, surprise start in regards to him struggling with Garcia not finding the zone at all. And so free bases from their side, us, a lot of, you know, not necessarily errors, but, you know, time of night, balls that would be caught by Chuck, just he can't see, nothing he can do about it.
Sky's very rough tonight.
Sky's rough.
It's getting better, though, now.
Yeah, so free bases in that regard, and it's just, you know, we find ourselves 11-11 in the, what is this, top 6?
Bottom of the 5th. No, top 6.
Top 6,
top
yeah.
6,
So,
sorry.
you know, quite a barn burner we got here.
What is a barn burner?
You never heard that term before?
As a fly ball to Will Riley, makes the catch.
See, kid, you're a natural. I can't believe I could have used a color man for the past year and just on the fly.
This is on me.
So big first out for Kirkpatrick. That's JT Mix, the leadoff man, going down. Now Mitch Stroh to the plate. A lot of home runs.
Yeah. And even balls that, well, this series there's been a lot of home runs. Tonight, a lot of balls hit backside opposite field that either have hit the wall or short hop the wall.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, a guy for their team, I believe the on-deck hitter pimped a ball that I thought was out, but
just a single.
Just a single.
Yeah.
But he did get the RBI, so. But yeah, a lot of power here tonight. I think the wind also is playing a big factor of that, blowing from left field to right field tonight.
Last 2 days, the wind has been helping batters, but then 3 days ago against the Trappers, that second game, wind was anything in the outfield or in the air was just killed.
Oh yeah. Ben Parker hit one.
He hit 2.
Probably the hardest ball he's ever hit. The left fielder went in for it. It was incredible.
The exit velo on that was, I mean, 150 at least.
Yeah.
Smash factor, just you can't
off
even record
the
it.
charts. Ooh, nice pick.
Pick off. Nothing doing.
Fun fact, learned this at the All-Star game. Adonis and Kirkpatrick, high school rivals.
Yeah.
High school rivals. And to win some sort of regional or state, Kirkpatrick's team
Fly ball to center field.
Hit a walk-off inside
Parker
the Parker
in, catches it. Adonis running back. Going to be safe in there. We got 2 down, folks.
Beautiful commenting there, Cade stuff. Sorry to cut you off. But no, in the state regional or whatever game it was, Kirkpatrick's team hit a walk-off inside the Parker in the 11th against Adonis's team.
And we have some paparazzi.
That's a crazy story.
Yeah. parents are in town this weekend.
Is that Miss Creeth?
Or this week. Yeah, Miss Creeth's right there taking
Hi, Miss
pictures.
Creeth.
I want to make
She is the lucky 8th inning person tonight.
Oh.
For the potential $10,000.
I want to make a
bags over
shout out
there.
to Zachary Crease dogs.
Yeah.
Cinnamon and Spice.
Cinnamon and
Top 5
Spice.
favorite dogs I've ever met in my life.
They
Adorable.
they are chillers. They don't do much, and my parents treat them as children. But yeah, they're the best. And
oh,
Norris McClure nearly takes one
Wild
to the
pitch here.
dome. Forte safe at second.
yeah, actually, Cade Stuff got to watch those dogs for a couple hours.
A little bit.
Yesterday morning. What happened?
So Coach Mona coming out. And what's Mona
Not sure what's
saying here?
going on here.
I think they probably heard some sort of noise down there, something quick, loud, and just making sure that didn't hit the bat.
True.
So Forte will take second off the wild pitch. Second one from Kirkpatrick.
There's a big at bat here.
Norris McClure 2 for 4 here tonight. Yeah, that RBI single in the second. Off the wall in right center.
Ooh,
Great pitch.
work him in here.
1-1 count right here, 2 outs, runner on second. If you're the pitcher here, Cam or Cade, either one, what are you throwing right here?
Me?
Yeah.
Lefty changeup. Yep, 1-1.
Lefty.
That's what I'm doing.
What are you doing, Cam?
No idea.
No idea. Well, we might see a changeup here because Riley does have a disgusting changeup.
It's like a slider?
There was some sort of off-speed. Slider? Gross.
Oh, hey, I'll change my answer. That pitch.
That
I'll throw
pitch,
that
yes.
way.
Yeah. Good call.
1 and 2, 2 outs. Okay, now Sack, what are you throwing here?
I mean, he just swung through it. I don't think he's seen it too well. Kind of a weird dark night tonight. I'm going with that same pitch again.
Looking back to second. Kirkpatrick now deals. And low and away, ball 2.
Same pitch, a
Nice
little
slider.
outside.
2-2 count.
You're a hitter here, Cade. What are you expecting right now? You've seen 2 sliders back to back. And you're a lefty, facing a lefty.
I don't know. It's 50-50 right here. You know, he's commanding the fastball pretty well, but we'll see.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. Throwing back
Oh,
to second.
good
High
pick.
throw. Ooh.
Theo Hardy.
Good job by Theo. That would have saved Forte from getting the third. All right, Cade. You're the umpire here. 2-2 pitch. What are you expecting?
The umpire.
Yep.
I don't know. As the umpire, I don't know.
I mean, I feel like as the umpire, you kind of have to expect some pitch. You have to kind of prepare yourself for something.
Do they?
I don't know. That'd be a great question to ask Garrett.
2 and 2, and Kirkpatrick stepping off. Sunfish with 3 stolen bases here tonight. One of the more aggressive teams in this league. They actually stole home against you guys. You don't know if you remember that.
They did.
Back at Karis Park in Sioux Falls.
Against Moran, too. Yeah, I just think they had their timing down because Jesus for them, I believe that is his name.
Lacone.
Got a great jump, and I don't think he has too many stolen bases this season. Not necessarily a base running threat, and he got a phenomenal jump for a stolen base.
He has 7 actually. He's 7 for 11 this year.
Wow.
7 for 11.
Good for
Not
him.
bad.
Forte on the
right
third.
To third.
Kirkpatrick
We got him.
Got him.
Perfect.
All right.
Perfect. Way to
Bottom
change up the timing.
of the 6th. We got Cade Stuff up here in the booth. We got Zachary Creeth. What's coming up next, boys?
I'm gonna say walk, grand slam.
Not yet. 8th inning. That's
Oh,
happening.
eighth inning. Eighth inning.
We'll find out shortly. Bottom 6 here, we got Zachary Creeth, we got Cade Stuff, we got Sasquatch Baseball. Tied up at 11, Surratt, Crossley, Ibach due up here. New pitcher on the mound, Brooks Capel for the Sunfish. As Surratt takes strike one.
Fastball corner in there.
5th pitcher used by the Sunfish. Now tonight is 80s night, so favorite song from the 80s, boys?
Oh.
I really like Earth, Wind, Fire, I think it is. Or
Earth, Wind, and
Fire,
Fire.
Wind.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yeah.
Do
you remember?
Let's Groove.
Oh, Let's
that song?
Groove.
Let's
Maybe
Groove
we
tonight.
can get that on the soundtrack here soon.
I think
Love that song.
Earth, Wind, and Fire again. September. That's also a great
Do you
one.
remember
I do remember.
the 21st night
Oh, I don't. Forgot that night.
of September?
Yeah, I forgot that
yeah.
night. My bad.
Surratt takes ball 1.
It's a good idea, 0-2. Seth's having quite a night here. Threw a guy out from the outfield, always exciting.
Oh, he was hosed.
Yeah, he was. I wonder, do you have the stat on who has the most outfield assists for us? Do you know?
I can find out.
Okay.
Who do you think it is?
I'm gonna say it's Ben. Ben's played the most games. I think he probably has about 4.
I'm going Seth.
Seth?
Because Seth has 3 really
Ground
memorable
ball
ones.
to the right side. Scoops it up. Second baseman out. First out.
Beautiful commentating.
No, Seth's only played in the outfield. So no one in center field has an assist. Left field, Nikki Winterstein has 2. Seth has 2. Now that will be 3. So it doesn't include
Well,
tonight
you're telling
yet.
me Ben Parker doesn't have an assist?
No, I don't
In
believe
right
he does.
Field,
What?
Nikki has 3 assists. So Nikki has 5 total.
Ben got an outfield assist in the All-Star game, and he was stoked.
Yeah.
Because I think that might have been his first one.
Man, that's weird.
But Nikki Winterstein,
Crossley takes strike 1.
a fun guy.
So at one point tonight, you guys had 10 less hits than the Sunfish, yet we're
Yeah.
still winning.
That's baseball for you.
Yeah, that's just baseball.
Look at Crossley. Oh, never
What
mind.
a gentleman.
What a great guy.
A lot of that had to do with their starting pitcher just not being able to find the zone with fastball and secondary pitches.
You know, good teams win bad games.
It's true.
You know,
It's very true.
we're not playing our best game right now, but we're still in it.
Oh, yeah.
Big hack.
No game you're ever out of. No game you're ever out of. Last night was the same idea, same concept. Down by 6, came back, ended up
Chipped
winning.
away. Just chipped
Yeah,
away.
chipping away, slowly and surely.
2-2 count for Crossley. Had that 2-run double in the 3rd that put the Sasquatch in front for the first time. Bases empty here with 1 out.
Curveball.
Ground ball to
5-6
left
hole.
side.
Oh.
Jeter. McClure the first base.
No
Not
time.
going to be in time. Matt Crossley an infield single.
Player of the game from last night gets another hit.
Who do we think Crossley's player of the game? Not Bachman?
I did not
Was
hear what you
Bachman.
said. What'd you say?
Player of the game you had at Crossley instead of Ryan Bachman?
Last night?
It was Bachman.
It was Bachman.
He had the 2-run go-ahead.
Oh, I saw on the Sasquatch Twitter, I believe, that Crossley was last night's.
It could have been. He was 4 for 5.
He was 4 for 5 with
man.
2 broken bats. That's what the caption said.
Ah,
That's
okay.
amazing.
Ibach ground ball to short. McClure with a 2nd for 1. Back to first.
It's tough.
Double play turned. Inning number 7 coming up. Final 3 innings left to go. Kate Stuff going to actually sing us September coming out of the break. We'll be right back.
We are back live here at beautiful
Black
Spearfish
Hills Energy Stadium.
in Spearfish.
This is Cade Stuff.
And this is Zachary Creeth. Cam Parker gave us the...
He's taking a water break.
Yeah, he's taking a water break. Gave us the booth for this half inning. And we got Kirkpatrick still pitching. Top of the 7th here with 3-4-5 up for the Sunfish.
First pitch is a slider at 72 miles per hour.
On the inside half. Good idea from Kirkpatrick. Some would say might be his best pitch. No, it was a ball.
Fastball. Low. Swings through it.
Yeah, fastball low there. 1-1 count here. Kirkpatrick probably going to come back here with a slider, you think?
It's tough to say. We got Chandler back there calling pitches.
Oh, looks like Chandler's setting up.
Looks like
down.
a fastball. What is it, changeup?
71-mile-an-hour slider there from Kirkpatrick. 1-2 count. Kirkpatrick can do anything he wants here. The world is his oyster. Goes back with the slider.
Like slider low. 2-2 count.
Yeah.
To the 3-hole hitter.
Quick inning, last half from the Sasquatch. Kirkpatrick wants to get us back in the dugout to swing it again, score some more runs, and hopefully win this ball game.
Looks like a fastball. Up on that one, we got a full count here.
Yeah, brought the heat there. 3-2 count. What's he going with?
Looks like we got a slider.
Ooh, slider.
Slider down, just misses.
Ball 4 to McClurk, who has 1 strikeout on the night and what looks like 2 singles. Wilson now up, goes to Augustana. He is catching tonight with 2 singles, a hit by pitch, and 1 K, so 2 for 3 tonight. Fastball there.
Fastball in there.
Yeah, fastball there, 0-1. If you're Kirkpatrick here, trying to...
Folks, I want you to look at the shift going on right here. We got Will Riley to the left of second base. Oh, we got a changeup in there. 76 mile an hour.
0-2, and Kirkpatrick is pitching to the shift, pitching inside, trying to get him to roll something over to the left side of the infield. And it's working so far.
Changeup down and gets him.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Will Olson.
We got 1 out. Shift will go back to normal. Lefty batter up. This is Dutka, number 1.
He
playing center field tonight.
Grounded to the third baseman, flew out to center field.
The pitch is low.
And 2 singles.
Runner on first thinks about it, holds back and gets back to first. 1-0 to Dutka here.
Yeah, beautiful at bat there to Olson, that last batter for Kirkpatrick. Commanded the zone well, off speed worked great, and got him out. 1, 2, 3. 3 pitches.
Slider, nasty at 72 miles an hour. Gets him swinging.
That was
Kirkpatrick,
dirty.
a player at UC Upstate. That is in South Carolina?
I believe so. Yes, South Carolina native. Grew up in Omaha.
The bunt, shows bunt. Nothing doing, that's a ball on the outside.
Grew up in the Omaha area. And is looking to get Kenneth here to maybe a little double play action. That'd be nice.
2-1. Looks at first. The pitch. Outside fastball. 3-1 count here to Dutka.
Fastball pulling the front shoulder just a tad. Just gotta go right after him right here, I think. Not trying to clog the base as much.
Good crowd tonight.
Yeah, great crowd. Beautiful weather tonight.
The pitch. Slider. Up to right field. McAdoo sees it. Catches it That'll be 2 outs. Dutka retired. This will bring up Hoffpower, the right fielder, number 7.
Yeah, Chuck was able to see that fly ball there. No more dusk lighting, so no light sky here. Pitch black here in Spearfish tonight, and Chuck was able to see it. Beautiful can of corn there.
2 outs. The pitch. Foul ball. Looks like that was a changeup there.
Change up on the outer half. You know, playing catch with him before every game, I would say his change.
The pitch looks like a fastball.
Beautiful paint.
Beautiful.
His changeup's dirty. I think it's probably his best pitch. Slider's also filthy too.
Yeah, no, he's just a great pitcher all around.
Yeah.
Here we go. The 0-2. Looks like a slider out. Ball gets away. McClare will take second base on the wild pitch.
1-2 count, 2 outs here. See if
Kirkpatrick in the driver's seat here.
Yes.
On a 1-2 count. This would be big for the Sasquatch if they can escape this without no run given.
That would be ideal after the quick 1-2-3 the last half.
Calls time.
Garrett behind the dish tonight calls time there. Maybe a tad late, but you know, Kirkpatrick was able to hold up. Big pitch here.
Got him.
Beautiful. I believe that was a changeup for strike 3, and that will end the top of the 7th here in Spearfish.
Bachman to lead off the bottom of the 7th. We'll see you next inning. And we're back here. Zachary Creeth.
Yes.
Cade Stuff. And Cameron Parker is still taking a long water break. Not sure where he is, but we're taking over this inning still.
Probably getting some delicious squatchos here.
Oh, squatchos. They are so good. So good.
I haven't gotten them yet here, but
Man.
you've had them. Give me some.
They're worth the price. They're worth the price, for sure. Here we go. We got 9-1-2 up. Bachman, McHenry, Hardy. Good part of the order here.
The Pride of Rapid City up the
Pride of Rapid City.
The statue of Bachman is getting built outside the stadium as we speak. Construction in all gold is almost completed.
Bachman, definitely a fan favorite.
Oh, by far. I mean, and the nicest guy.
The
you could
greatest
ever meet.
guy
Yeah.
ever. Just such a great guy. Look at him. Just chatting with the umpire before he goes up to bat. Just a great player, too. You know, he's just a great teammate. Great guy to have around.
Yeah, Minnesota
Here we go.
State Mankato baseball player.
Minnesota State, yes. Fastball hit to the third baseman. going to be retired on one pitch. This will bring up Johnny McHenry, the switch hitter.
Johnny
McHenry
West Coast, him from the left side here.
playing third base. It's his main position. Sometimes mixes around, goes to short, second.
Utility in the infield. Made a beautiful diving play earlier this game. And hopefully...
Just feels like he does that once every game, at least.
Yeah.
It's amazing. The pitch. Squares for bunt. Nothing doing, and that's an outside ball. Taken.
Yeah, good idea there from McHenry, trying to force some sort of offense here, possibly pulling down the third base side, especially with third base.
Third baseman still playing back. Outside and up. That's ball 2.
Yep, fastball there. 2-0. McHenry.
We got one down here.
McHenry looking for something on the inside half here, probably looking to drive something. Already has a double this game off the wall.
McHenry, 2-0, sitting in the driver's seat here. The pitch. Gets one to hit. He fouls it straight back. That just hit the press box.
That did. I think if we had a glove and an open
I got a little bit startled
caught
there.
It. 2-1 count here. McHenry got that fastball, but just a bit underneath, looking to drive another one.
Taken outside.
Possible change up there, whatever it was, high and out. And McHenry's in the driver's seat here. Johnny West Coast. Native of Nevada, but currently lives in California.
The pitch. It's a fastball on the hands at 85 miles per hour.
Full count, 3-2, 1 out. Here we go.
Full count. The pitch to McHenry. There's a ground ball up the middle. Tough play. Gets it. Gets the out.
Good play there from the shortstop.
McHenry retired.
Running in. You know, this field sometimes doesn't have the greatest house, but he fielded that one cleanly here. And good catch at first base from the first baseman.
Yeah.
Theo Hardy here with, I'm sure Cameron has talked to all you lovely folks at home about, but he is playing with a broken nose currently.
A completely broken face.
Yes, he is Kyrie Irving has mask on right now.
He is hashtag masking on.
Oh yeah, he has that mask on. And he is looking to give this ball a drive. Fastball there looked like. Swings through it. But yeah, before a game here, a couple of days ago, took a ground ball off the nose, broken nose, blood everywhere. You were there.
Yeah, no, it was atrocious. It was a terrible scene. But, you know, he's out there 2 days later playing. Amazing.
Incredible.
As he takes ball 1. Counts 1-1. 2 outs. Hardy, the switch hitter. Can do it from both sides.
Yeah.
It's truly amazing.
Left side here. Not every day you get a 1-2 in the lineup that both switch hit.
The pitch. Fastball on the outer half.
Well located fastball there. And Theo, 1-2 count. With Will Riley on deck.
McHenry, a good 2-strike hitter.
Yes. Oh, Theo, not McHenry.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Both are great 2-strike hitters.
Gets him on the changeup. It looks like.
Disgusting changeup there. That will do the bottom of the 7th there, and we'll see if Kirkpatrick is going back out. And we will talk to you, lovely folks at home, in the top of the 8th.
Well, back here, top of the 8th at Black Hills Energy Stadium, and folks, I have to apologize. Zachary Creeth and Kate Stuff threw me in the closet here in the press box, locked me out, so I couldn't broadcast anymore. But fortunately, I was able to pick my way out.
Yeah, it was a true gutsy performance from Cameron in the closet there. Picked his way with his fingernails.
Ooh, nasty looking two-seam it looked like there.
Yeah.
In there for a strike.
Disgusting.
So after 22 runs in the first 5 innings, a pair of zeros for the last 2. 2 innings left. Jesus Lacone.
Oh, and the absolute sword there.
Disgusting.
Lacone had that 2-run blast earlier in this game, in that 3rd inning. And 4 hours later, here we are in the 8th still.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Tied ball game. Gotta love it.
The 0-2. Ground ball to Theo Hardy. Theo gets it, throws it, and he's out.
Great play there from Theo.
Kate, of course, you're an infielder. Have you worked with someone as talented as Theo or even Johnny before in your entire career?
Man, they're great. No, it's awesome watching them. You know, we pick each other's brains about stuff, and it's just, you know, it works out good.
So now with 1 down, Dane Frazier at the plate. First pitch in for ball 1. What have you guys seen from Riley Kirkpatrick so far here tonight?
I mean, he has controlled the zone very well, and if he's missed, he's usually missed either way inside where they can't hit it, or just on the edge. Hasn't really missed down the middle at all. And his ball is moving like it's a wiffle ball. It's that simple. The two-seam or change-up, whatever he's throwing, is biting about 3 feet, it looks like, and the slider is absolutely disgusting.
2-0 up top, 3-0 quickly for Frazier.
I'm not sure if it's the wind or what's going on, but that two-seam is running. Like,
yeah, it's like throwing a blitz ball out there.
Crazy.
Shut up. I know my stream is behind.
Wind absolutely whipping here at Black Hills Energy Stadium out of this ballpark, about 15 miles per hour. And Frazier will walk on 4 straight pitches.
Looked like all 2 seams right there, possibly just cutting so much out of the zone. And high school rivals here back up to the plate.
Donis Forte the second.
Gotta wonder if Riley has this in the back of his mind.
I mean, they might not be thinking it, but I'm thinking it right now.
Forte gets down the line quick. Gonna be tough to turn a double play. The fastball is in there for strike 1.
Have either of y'all played a high school rival yet in the summer league? I know, Kate, you're a little bit closer to home than Zach, but
no,
we've had a few guys from Miles City JUCO College, though, in this league.
No. Oh, maybe one, yeah. I think one for the Saber Dogs. Sorry.
Yeah, I have played against a couple individuals, players that are in my conference, but not anyone that I know.
Forte takes ball 2.
2-1 count here, 1 out.
One down, Forte with a single in the second, hit by a pitch walk tonight. And he takes strike 2 inside. So 2-2, 1 out.
Looked like a disgusting slider there. 15 hits for the Sunfish tonight. An offensive explosion, some would say.
Forte.
Oh.
Big strikeout for Kirkpatrick.
Nasty slider.
That's a wiffle ball.
So 2 down. I mean, Zach, you're in Riley's position. You walk a guy, game's tied up, you come right back with a strikeout. Is your confidence just going straight through the roof after that?
Oh, yeah. At this point, he's probably not even thinking about the guy at first. That 4-pitch walk so behind him. And it looks like the slider, he's feeling real comfortable without the hand, so I wouldn't expect it here. Oh, fastball there, just missed. But no, I mean, confidence is through the roof right now. I mean, also, I mean, Riley has a lot of appearances this year, a lot of innings, and a lot of confidence. He plays out there with a lot of confidence, and nothing really rattles him.
Mix takes ball 2. 1 for 4 tonight. Walked in the 5th, able to score. Part of that 5-run 5th inning for the Sunfish that tied this game back up at 11, but no runs since then. Go-ahead run at first right now, but 2 outs for the Sunfish. And now 3-0.
3-0, another 2-seam there, I believe.
One walk already this half inning, make it 2. JT Mix gets on base. Now runners on first and second. And the left fielder, Mitch Stroh, coming up to the plate. Stroh with 3 hits tonight, including that 2-run single in the 5th, had an RBI single in the 2nd.
A little bit of action going down in the Spearfish bullpen as Jack Van Doren looks to be throwing. Head coach Jared Molna walking to the mound. Going to discuss things with Kirkpatrick, bring the team in.
And what's this discussion, Zach?
I think it's for 2 reasons. I mean, you're telling Kirkpatrick probably just, you know, pitch with what you're confident with. I mean, that slider's disgusting, kind of all over the place right now with the off-speed. I mean, the 2-seam. So probably talking about going, even though it is a righty, so the slider will be going into him. Talking about maybe possibly doing that. And also giving Jack Van Doren possibly some time just to get a little more loose down there. So Jared Mona with a great use of a pitching timeout there.
As we come down this second half playoff stretch, a lot of you guys are pitching, you know, once every couple of days. Are any of you guys really used to this? Some of you guys redshirted this past year because of COVID. And even those like Jack, he only threw, I believe, 4 1/3 this past year. Riley redshirted this past year, and here you guys are playing in 18 games in just a 2-month span.
I mean, fatigue for sure plays a part into it, but I mean, we fastball up and out there. We spend every morning, you know, lifting, getting our bodies right. So at night, we don't really feel the effects of the previous day or the previous outing. And also, I mean, we communicate with coach how we feel that day. So if we really are too sore, he will give us the day off. But nice fastball there, 2-seam. But no, for the most part, me, Jack, Kirkpatrick, Silty got the start today, but has been used out of the pen a lot.
Even Riley, he started off as a starter, but now
Aran.
6 appearances out of the bullpen.
But no, I mean, we came here to get innings, to get better, and I mean, that's what we're doing, and you just love it.
Stroh calls time, 1-1 count.
And also we have a trainer in our dugout to, you know, that when we get to the field, if anything does feel a little wrong, to get us right.
Is that a changeup?
Could have been. It looked a bit slower. 2-1 count here.
Not a lot of swings from these Sioux Fall batters here this inning. Very patient approach to the plate against Kirkpatrick. 2 walks, 2 outs. And there's a swing, 2-2.
Nice pitch there.
All right, 2-2, 2 on, 2 outs. What are you throwing, Zach?
I mean, if I'm Riley here, you gotta go. It's tough. He hasn't thrown a single slider.
Cade has an answer. What's your answer, Cade?
I'm going with the slider.
I mean, I'm going with the slider too, but I don't think he's going to throw a slider here. I think he's going to throw either a changeup or a 2-seam outside, just because it seems as if he doesn't want to throw sliders into righties.
2-2 inside. Good block by Ibach.
Yeah, fastball there. 3-2 count. He's going with the pitch he trusts the most here. So
we're going to have runners in motion here.
Yeah.
Full count, 2 outs.
And see if Riley can bear down for us real quick.
Sioux Falls led 4-0 this game. Have come back to tied 11-11 after trailing. 3-2 pitch, 2 on, 2 out. Payoff pitch on the way.
Beautiful. Foul tip and caught by Chandler behind the dish.
Huge strikeout for Kirkpatrick. Bottom of the 8th. It's 11-11. We'll be right back on the Sasquatch Network.
Sure. Here we go. We're back, folks. We are in the bottom of the 8th inning. Riley due up. We got 3, 4, 5 here. Riley, the lefty from Australia.
Lismore, Australia.
Yeah. Extremely disciplined hitter.
Pitch out. Taken for a strike. Riley. We actually played together for a year at Miles Community College. Learned a lot from him. Great hitter, great player. Going to the University of Oregon next year. Go Ducks. As he takes a ball outside.
When you guys played together at Miles, what position did he primarily play? What position did you primarily play?
He played shortstop, and I played third base.
Oh, a little left side action for you two.
He takes 2 in. We had Johnny on the broadcast yesterday, and he talked about just how tough of an out Will Riley is because of his patience at the plate.
Yeah, no, he doesn't strike out. He'll get into good counts, and he'll take good swings and good pitches.
He sees the ball really well.
As he fouls off. And we got 2 strikes. This is where Riley is so deadly.
Yeah.
2-strike, great 2-strike hitter.
Also can shoot the ball the other way really well. And as a pitcher, a lot of the time you're trying to, hit the outside half. But with him, hit the outside half, he's going the other way with it.
The pitch. Taking ball up. Full count here.
Already has 2 walks today, a single in the 5th. And then following Riley, Ben Parker, Charles McAdoo. So hard to line up in this tie ball game. Parker absolutely crashes one to center field. But Ducka right there for out number 1.
That's in the daytime. That ball's in the gap. Once nighttime gets here, the ball just dies in the outfield.
Yeah. Benny Biceps is up. The man can curl the house.
A lot of attention given to the Ben and his workout program. Excellent follow on Instagram. But, Zach, I understand that you and Jack Van Doren have a really good workout partnership going on right now. Tell us about that for the folks at home.
Yeah, I mean, oh, that ball is
crushed
crushed
to center field. Dutka going back.
Wow, what a grab. Sliding in the right center gap.
Ben cannot catch a break. Shoots the ball to right field earlier today. Ex Avila 120 at least. Yesterday shoots a line drive to the shortstop with the bases juiced. Can't catch a break. 2 quick outs here.
That truly is the only way to get Ben Parker out.
Yeah.
He doesn't get himself out a lot. He forces it.
2 down now for Charles McAdoo. He takes a big rip at strike 1.
Healthy hack out, Chuck. But no, just speaking about me and Jack's workout routine, this summer I made a promise to myself that I would take lifting a lot more seriously, and Jack was down for the ride, so we've been hitting the gym every morning for a couple hours, and it's been great. It's been awesome. And when we both go back to our respective colleges, we will continue that. Ooh, that get down.
Center field.
Clutch 1-2-3 inning for Brooks Capel.
Yep, busy inning there for center fielder.
9th inning coming up. It's 11-11. We'll be right back here on the Sasquatch Network. Top of the 9th, 11-11 after 22 runs in the first 5 innings. Zeros for the last 3, and Jack Van Dorn coming on the mound here, top of the 9th.
Love this spot for him. He's been pitching real well lately, and he is accustomed to high-pressure situations. So,
yeah. Pitched an inning last night, came on with a runner on first base. Able to get out of that inning with no runs allowed.
Great matchup here against the lefty.
Yeah, love to see it.
Facing Norris McClure here, the top of the 9th. Will Olson, Kenneth Ducka also due up. The heart of this Sunfish lineup. Meanwhile, on the other end for the Sasquatch, Seth Surratt, Matt Crossley, and Chandler Eibach due up in the bottom of the 9th.
Crazy ball game, but here we are. Ooh, beautiful pitch.
Big swing. 1-1. Cade, as a hitter, how many times does it take for you to get used to an opposing pitcher playing against him?
Oh, I mean, if I'm facing a guy like Jack as a lefty, I'm hoping for the best, because it is hard to see. It starts behind you. You know, he's throwing it, and it's literally starting behind you, and you just gotta hope that you swing and hit it. I mean, it's not an easy matchup for a lefty here.
2-1 to McClure. Ground ball to second. High hop, but Raleigh has it over the first base. 1 down. And Van Dorn retires the first batter.
Great pitch there. Look like a possible two-seamer changeup. Got in on the hands. And a beautiful play there by Riley. Got that little candy hop towards the end.
Big update in Fremont, boys. The Hastings Sodbusters leading the Fremont Moose 7-6 in the bottom of the 9th.
That's a big game there.
So remember, if the Moo lose and the Sasquatch win, you guys are tied for first in the Clark division with 9 games left to go.
The pitch. Check swing. That'll be a ball taken.
And if that's not the tiebreaker, there's some checks the
And
first.
we got the shift going against the 4-hole hitter here. Will Riley playing shy to the left of second base.
He pops one up foul out of play.
Change up. Way out front.
2 for 4 here tonight. I'm sorry, Zach, please.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, last at bat against Kirkpatrick, a quick strikeout with only 3 pitches. So.
After walking the leadoff batter, too, in that 7th.
Yeah.
Olsen 2 for 4, 2 strikeouts, 2 singles, hit by a pitch in that 5th inning. Able to score off Kenneth Ducka's 2-run single. High fly ball in the right field. McAdoo calling off Parker. And makes the play for out number 2. Do you guys get nervous watching your team play? Are you nervous right now?
No. Stone cold.
I'm a little nervous.
I mean, it's a close game, but I'm confident in Jack Van Doren. Our offense is very good. I mean,
potent.
You know,
so
I like the situation we're in right now. Broken bat. Jack Van Doren walks it over, flips it to Crossley. Here we go, folks.
1, 2, 3 for Jack Van Doren. Bottom of the 9th coming up. Sasquatch, Sunfish tied at 11.
Go Squatch.
Battle of the Fish. Back here in the Fish, bottom of the 9th, all tied up at 11. Final in Fremont, the Hastings Sodbusters, a come from behind 7-6 victory over the Fremont Moo. The Sasquatch, they can win here tonight, would be tied for first, but if the Sunfish can win, they would pull back within 3. Both these two teams still in this race for the playoff hunt. And bottom of the 9th, we got Seth Surratt, Matt Crossley, Chandler Eibach due up with Andalo Santangelo on the mound for the Sunfish.
Awesome name.
Great name.
Best name on the Sasquatch.
Kobe
Kobe Krenz?
Oh, I don't know.
Kobe
I like
Krenz is a good one.
Sebastian. What's his last name?
Munoz.
Ooh, that's a
Sebastian Munoz.
pretty good
I like
name.
Johnny McHenry too.
Oh, it's a baseball
That's a
name.
baseball name. A lot of great names.
So Seth
Andrew
Surratt.
Pratt.
Andrew Pratt, of course.
Shout
1 for
out.
3 of the night.
Shout out Pratt.
Surratt had that 2-run single in the 4th. Walked in the 2nd. Reached on the E4 in the 3rd. First pitch
Big hack.
goes foul.
Big hack.
Seth wants to do this in one swing.
Yeah, he wants to end the game right here, right now. No
He's had
fooling around.
He's had some pretty clutch moments for the Sasquatch
Yes.
this year.
First hit as a Sasquatch was a walk-off base hit.
Now 0-2. Santangelo making his 11th appearance this season. 5th time out of the bullpen. He's had 6 starts, 34 innings pitched so far this year. 7.94 ERA, 1-2 record. Freshman at Towson University, a great D1 school. And Surratt takes ball 1.
Goes back there with the changeup. Buries it.
Ready first lefty matchup here. Wind blowing left to right, favoring a lefty batter. Sasquatch no home runs yet in these first 2 games. Sioux Falls with 5.
Fouls off. Looks like it was a changeup.
You have your teammate Nicky Winterstein with the Uncle Sam had. He's cheering the team on.
Oh, he is, yeah.
Yeah, he
Very patriotic.
very. Oh,
That will,
I don't know what that means. Oh, a ball.
All right, 2-2.
2-2 count.
Have you ever seen that before?
I have. It actually happens more than you think, you know, that when you're not used to a mound and, you know, you just kind of stumble, you'd rather just not throw it.
2-2.
Slider on the outside.
Sioux Falls is waiting for the strike 3 call and instead it's a full count.
Just missed.
Yeah, just a smidge off the outer half, but first time showing the slider here.
Dansby Swanson.
3-2 to Surratt. Popped up in the left field, a flare ball. Will this drop down? The shortstop can't get to it.
He's
Surratt
taking
to second.
He's
He
in
is
there.
saved.
Nicky Winterstein with the very patriotic hat, jumping around in our dugout. Love to see it.
Not sure if that was a hit or an error, but
Being rolled a
Seth
double.
Surratt.
That ball did not touch anything but the infield grass. Outfield grass, rather. And that's one of many balls we've seen that's been flared up high into the air, but this wind just gets a hold of it, and as a defender, I'm sure you have no idea where it's going to drop.
Yeah.
you're just running to a spot and hoping that it lands on you, really. Matt Crossley, who has been hot as of recently, up to bat in a walk-off position.
Crossley 2 for 4, that 2-run double in the third to put the Sasquatch back in front. He can end this game right here. Surratt on second, leadoff double, tied up at 11. Crossley,
And ball
it's a deep
absolutely.
left center.
Is Seth going to tag? Oh,
Surratt will not tag.
Man, if that
I thought that ball was barreled.
it was that this
that
field
was
when it
barreled.
becomes, past 8 o'clock, 8:30, it just turns into a dead zone. The ball does not fly.
Yeah.
That ball was crushed.
No, he got every inch of that. Just a bit underneath it looked like, but that ball had a hard exit velocity there.
So one down, Surratt still on second. Chandler Ibach to the plate. He has 2 walks for the night. Scored in the second after stealing home. Fly out the center field and into a double play to end that 6th inning. First
And a
pitch low,
fastball.
Surratt to
Wow.
third. No throw from Olsen. The game-winning run is now 90 feet away with 1 out, boys.
We need a walk-off suicide squeeze.
One and 0 the Ibach. Surratt on third, 1 out. Inside for ball 2.
At the knees. At the knees. You know, that's a tough one to let hit you. But
So why not intentionally walk Ibach here, put him on first, and then try and get a double play? Because anything in the air will
well,
win
if they
this
don't
game.
turn the double play, it's game over.
Yeah.
But if you do something like
and
that,
that's a slap into right field.
Surratt tagging.
He's tagging.
The throw to the
Throws
plate.
something.
Let it
Let's
go!
go! Let's go!
Chandler
Love
Ibach.
to see it.
We gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta go.
The Sasquatch walk it off. This game is over.
Watch our hot baby.
Oh, man, what a game, folks. 12-11, the second walk-off hit for the Sasquatch this year. Seth Surratt hit the first one this time. He's able to score off Chandler Ibach with a sacrifice fly to right field, and that does it. 12-11, the same score as yesterday, the same result. 12-11, and the Spearfish Sasquatch are now tied for first in the Clark division. After 22 runs in the first 5 innings, it was scoreless from innings 6 to 8, including the top of the 9th. And then Seth Surratt, a leadoff double on a flare ball to left field that dropped before anyone could get to it. And then Chandler Ibach able to get it done. The 1-out sacrifice fly. Thank you for joining us here in the GP local post-game show. We're going to have hopefully Chandler Ibach up here in the booth. He got doused with a Gatorade bath, of course, to celebrate that victory. The Sasquatch somehow continue to keep winning games 5 in a row. They're now 38-17 on the season overall, 17-8. 5 games in a row. And now if you refresh that Expedition League standings, you'll see the Sasquatch and the Moo tied for first. 15 hits for Sioux Falls, 2 errors. Played great all game long, but the Sasquatch will win just despite only 9 hits. A lot of unearned runs. You got to look back at those 2 errors that really cost the Sunfish. Had an E5 in the second. Then the bases were loaded after Benito, or Andrew Garcia rather, walked McAdoo and Surratt, load the bases up. Ibach, base on balls, RBI. And Johnny McHenry, a clutch single. That tied the game up at 4. Remember, Sioux Falls scored 4 runs in the second. Came back in the third. Jesus Lecon, his first home run of the year, made it 6-4, but Spearfish responded immediately, 3 runs. Look at that E4 with runners on first and third rather. Surratt hit a ground ball. The second could not be turned. Made it a 7-6 ball game, and then 4 runs in the fourth again. A long inning, 4 hits, all 4 runs were earned in that one. Charles McAdoo, a clutch RBI double. Seth Surratt, 2-run single. And then no scoring from then on out, except for Sioux Falls. A rough fifth inning. 2 balls out to right field that were lost in the lights by Charles McAdoo. Both dropped down without him touching it. 5 runs across the board in that one. Looks like this game was going to end in a 20-20 score, but no runs were scored after that 5th inning until the bottom of the 9th. The Sasquatch walk it off. We got Chandler Eibach getting ready to come right in. Stay with us here on the GP Local post-game show. Back here in the GP Local post-game show, the Sasquatch walk it off 12-11. They will sweep the Sioux Falls Sunfish this week, now tied for first in the Clark division, Chandler Eibach, you're drenched, man.
Yeah.
How was that last at bat? I mean, 1 out, runner on third. It seems easy just getting the ball in play, but it's much tougher, right?
Yeah, definitely. All I knew is I just had to put a bat on ball. I know with Seth's speed that he can get anywhere at any time, so just have faith in the process and just going out there to play baseball.
The thing with this team is that no matter how many runs you guys are down by, it seems like you always find a way to win it. 22 runs scored in the first 5 innings from both these teams, then it went really quiet until the bottom of the 9th. You guys seem to always find a way to come back and win these games, no matter what.
Yep. We just have to take quality at bats, and that's what we're doing every inning, and chipping away and finally find a way to win at the end.
Now tied with a Fremont move for that second half playoff spot. 9 games left to go. How much fun is it playing with these boys?
It's fantastic. Best summer ever.
Chandler, thanks for joining us. Congrats on the victory.
Much.
6:35 first pitch. The Souris Valley Saber Dogs, they're on a 5-game win streak. They're coming right here to Spearfish. You can watch all 3 games right here on the Sasquatch Live YouTube channel. Thanks for watching the GP Local postgame show. Thank you, Chandler. We'll be back tomorrow.